Bruh,
What's up, man?
let's just have a moment of silence.
What we having a moment of silence for? What the fuck is going on?
I just feel like we should have a moment of silence, B.
Moment of silence. Like, nigga, I'm living. I'm in the basement.
I'm just saying, bro. The costume, my nigga. Look, man, I tell y'all all the time, man. It don't matter who you are. Me and Bo will not hesitate to give it to you cats, man.
Niggas
It
gonna hate
don't
us.
matter who you are, man. We
Niggas gonna
gonna
hate
give
us,
it to
man.
you.
They gonna hate us, man. We gonna like, I'm glad I went to the gym. I just got done doing 200 push-ups, man. The next fight, I know I'm gonna have to go with a nigga, man.
Alright, man. Look. Let's just cut to the chase. Here we go, bro.
Yeah, fuck. Let's start the show, man.
Here we go, man. We in these streets! It's 3KINGSBoxing.com.
Where we at? We are in Las Vegas for the Canelo fight.
Cut. I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Cut. Let's get to this nigga, man.
We in these streets!
My man Bo here, 3KINGSBoxing.com. I'm here with my man from Chicago, like me, Mr. P. Quill. What's going on?
All right, Max, EJ from 3KINGSBoxing.com.
You mentioned Cecilia Brackets, you mentioned Amanda Serrano. If those fights can be made, would you be willing to go up, down, meet anybody, or it just doesn't matter to you? You just want to prove that you are a tough competitor in the sport.
We've seen anything can happen, especially we know with these heavyweights.
Boxing, man.
Like a man. I got you. We ain't with like a man.
Yo, this 3 King Boxing here with Buddy McGirt. We trained Kovalev today. Buddy, man, how'd it go in there today, man? What was the difference that we saw in Kovalev that we hadn't seen before?
Wilder has doubled his profile on the back of using Andy Joshua's name. I would do exactly the same thing if I was Deontay Wilder. No one else knows who he is. Oh man.
Look, I'm fucking up. There's no audio. I'm fucking up. It's that bad. There's no audio. It's that bad. There's no audio. That's how frustrated I am, man. That's how frustrated I am, bro. I got the motherfucking audio off, man. That's how frustrated I am, man. All right, look. Let me just do this, bro.
Hey man, blame it on the computer.
It's Deontay Wilder's fault. That's whose fucking fault it is, nigga. Starting the show with no motherfucking audio. It's Wilder's fault. Lift One is in the streets. Hamza Malik, yeah, he's in these streets as well. Can't even do the intro like I want to do it. Virtuoso's always in these streets. Yeah. Amina K, hey. Hi there. Cheetah Head from 3 Kings Boxing. Hi there, my guy. My Brazil's in these streets.
Oh.
You know? Pretty much it. Jordan Ciapini, hi.
Well, why, hello there.
Oh, man. Oh, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, man. I support a man who puts his family on his shoulders, right? Because that's how you're supposed to be as a man. As a real alpha male, dog, you put your fucking man on. You put your family on your shoulders. You go out there and be a man, and you take care of business. We got one pussy ass beta male. I ain't even said nothing yet. I swear I'm out. Fuck y'all, nigga. I'm out. Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. Punk ass, pussy ass beta male. You don't belong here anyway, nigga. Anyway, motherfucker ain't even said nothing. We ain't even said nothing yet.
Oh, somebody gave us a dislike already?
Nigga, no, the nigga went in the chat, said, fuck it, I swear I'm out of here. Put a bit of dislike and left. Fuck you, bitch, nigga. I'll smack the shit out you, dog. I will smack the shit out you, nigga. Better go ask about me, bruh. Nigga, Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas, nigga, I'll be ringside. Nigga, make sure you show up. Come holla at me. 3KB hat. 3KB shirt. Come holla at me, nigga. I can't stand these motherfuckers, man. We ain't even said nothing yet. Oh, okay, nigga. Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas, February 29th. I'll be ringside. All you gotta do is roll up on me. I don't even know what you look like, but you know what I look like. I'll be ringside. That's what I'm talking about, man. Okay, I'm gay. Come prove it. I'm gay. Come prove it. Come prove it. I'm gay. Come prove it, nigga. Pussy ass dudes, man. We ain't even said nothing yet, Bo. These niggas mad at the headline and probably the picture. Ain't even said nothing yet. Pussy ass dude, my man. Word up, dog. Oh, pussy ass fake black root revolutionary ass nigga. Shut your pussy ass up, nigga. Okay then, nigga, it is Bomb Squad. So what, nigga? If that's what you are, then that's what you are. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Nigga, I'm 3KB, motherfucker. I don't follow no other man, nigga. I follow myself, bitch. I follow myself, bitch. Now say something else, pussy, so the niggas can get your ass up out of here, nigga. Can't fuck with me. You stupid or something, nigga? Go follow another man, nigga, cause you can never be one, bitch. Fuck out of here. Yeah, alright, man. Cheetah Head, get this whole ass nigga out of here, man. Nigga talking about some lick Tyson Fury's nuts. Hey, shut the fuck up, nigga. These niggas is gay, dog. Like I said, come see me, nigga. Come see me, nigga.
Ooh, that's some emotional ass shit, get mad like that, man.
Exactly.
That's some emotional
Like
ass.
I said, come see me, nigga. February 29th.
He didn't even say nothing already. Motherfucker tugging his thong out his ass.
Yeah. They ain't even say nothing about the nigga yet. I was just getting ready to say that I respect the man because he put his family on his back and provided an excellent life for his family.
Right.
I will always respect Deontay Wilder as a man because a real alpha male does that shit, right? All you men that are in the chat, besides that pussy ass beta male that didn't even know what the fuck we was gonna say, already out here capping for some nigga. You know what I'm saying, dog? This nigga is defending Deontay Wilder like that's his fucking woman. This shit is gay as fuck, nigga. This nigga said, hey man, don't you talk about my woman like that. I love him. You okay, Wilder? I know they talking about you, Wilder. You okay? Come over here, Wilder. Let me suck your dick. Come here. These niggas out here doing what Wilder's wife is supposed to be doing, bro.
Oh, man.
They out here doing what Wilder's wife is supposed to be doing, nigga.
Oh, man.
Anyway, man. You got a real man who actually put his family on his back and provided an extra life for them. I will always support Deontay Wilder as a man.
Yeah.
But as a boxer, I can't. Not after this.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me, dog, that you have no excuses for your loss. And then come around with a bunch of fucking excuses after that. I mean, let me say this. He didn't have a bunch of excuses. He literally had one excuse. But he had different variations of how he expressed that one excuse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, right after the fight, nigga said, oh man, you know, no excuses, but my legs were gone. But no excuses, but my legs. Wait a minute. You just said you didn't have any excuses, but you mentioned your legs immediately. You know what I'm saying? So, you just contradicted yourself by saying you don't have any excuses, but then you mention your fucking legs. That means you got excuses. That means you have a ready-made excuse. Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead.
No, what he was doing was he was leading up to it. Like, you know how somebody say, well, you know, no excuses, you know, my back is bothering me. Then, you know, it's you know what I'm saying? It's like this is the prelude to what I'm really about to start saying.
Right. So, this is the funny part, man. You know, you contradict yourself, all right? Fine. You go quiet for 2 days. You come out on that second day and say the reason why you didn't have the legs, basically the support, the statement that you were going to support why you didn't have the legs that you said in the ring was because you decided to wear a 40-pound outfit. Now here's how Wilder contradicts himself again. Go to 3 Kings Boxing and look at the fucking article. He contradicts himself by saying, well, I did wear it the day before, but I didn't think it was that heavy when I wore it the day before. Nigga, this shit didn't gain weight overnight, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bo, it's the same fucking outfit, nigga. The shit didn't gain weight overnight, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, if it didn't feel heavy the night before, then how did it feel heavy the night of the fight? Right? We watched them. I mean, they had heavy footage on these niggas like it was a major fight, right? Which was cool. I had no problem with that. It is what it is. Anything that's uplifting boxing, I'm good with that, right? Don't matter who's in the ring, right? So I was cool with the helicopter footage tracking Tyson Fury down the highway. I was cool with the footage tracking Deontay Wilder and his fiance and the rest of his team going through MGM Grand, going through the back to try to get away from the crowd. I was cool with all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we saw all of that. We saw what he looked like, right? He seemed to be okay. He didn't seem like he was doing a lot of running, a lot of movement. He wasn't doing any of that stuff, man. They kept going back to the locker room. He was doing regular warm-ups like he normally does, right? Nothing. He wasn't overextending himself to where it would seem like if he got in the fucking ring, he would be tired or disheveled, right?
Right.
So if you're telling me that you actually put that costume on the night before to test it out, fam, it's a yes, it's bet. It's bet, nigga. Shit, nigga, got my motherfucking Predator skulls, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, where Arnold at, nigga? That nigga ain't ready for a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was ready for Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover. For you dumb niggas out there, Predator 1 and Predator 2. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? He wore it the day before and said, yeah, this is bet. Let's go. So how does it change the night of the fight? I can't. One thing about me, man, is this. And both of us. I could say it's both of us. Because Bo just did this recently. I never give an excuse for my shortcomings. I never have, man. I've never done that, right? And that's just having the right kind of male figure in your life. Whether it's your father, right? Your grandfather, right? Or maybe it was a nigga on the streets that kept you off the streets. Put you up under his arm and shit. Kind of like how Gary Russell did Leo Santa Cruz's dad and shit, right? Sunned you up and gave you the right advice. Say, hey, bro, this is how you really do shit. I know you don't have a father or you don't have a father figure. I'll be that nigga. And shows you the ropes. Teaches you how to really be a fucking man, right? So me and Bo had that. So for our shortcomings, we've never said, oh, it was because of this, man. Right? We might have it in our heads like, damn, I could have done better if it was this, right?
Always.
But we never came out to the public. Oh, bro. Yeah, nigga, shit. The only reason why I lost, nigga, is because, you know what I'm saying, nigga, knee was hurting a little bit. Nah, man, we lost. We took that L. Nigga, I've taken a hell of a lot of L's. I told y'all before, man, I came from the bottom of the fucking barrel. You know what I'm saying? I came from the bottom of the fucking barrel, dog. I took L's left and right to get to where I'm at today. And the beautiful thing about that is I'm still fucking climbing, right? Same thing with Bo. And the whole time we was at the bottom of the fucking barrel, not one time did we ever blame our shortcomings on anybody else, man. And that's where I can't respect Wilder as a fighter, right? I'm going to assume he doesn't do that in life because he's had shortcomings with his daughter's spina bifida, right? And all the other things that he's gone through in life, and he's overcome that. So I'm not going to say he does that in life. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's doing that as a fighter because as a fighter, he is being portrayed to the public, right? His life is not being portrayed to the public. So he can basically look at himself in the mirror a lot better in that situation and say, all right, you know, let's go. I'm a man, you know, do what I need to do to get things right. But when you have a persona out there in front of thousands, millions of fucking people, and you get beat the fuck up the way you did, it's embarrassing. I don't care what anybody says. It's embarrassing. So the first thing, which is human instinct, is try to basically minimize, or the better word, marginalize, right? That embarrassment. You don't want to feel that feeling all day long. You don't want to feel that feeling the next day, 2 weeks from now. You gotta be like, you know what? I'm gonna marginalize this shit. Let niggas know, hey man, I'm still the man. And that's where the excuses come from, man. What do you think about this, Bo?
See, the whole thing is, and you at your last statement when you said, hey man, I'm still the man. Real men don't make excuses. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You can still be the man without making a fucking excuse. And that's just real talk. Hell, at the bottom of the barrel, I was the shit you scrape off. You help the barrel up and scrape shit off to get to where the fuck I was.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Nigga, I appreciated being at when I was at the bottom of the barrel, that was a come up for me, goddamn, growing with the shit that I had to go through life. But at the end of the day, your excuse is something that's self-inflicting. Why? Because you chose to wear that outfit. You chose to walk to the ring in that outfit. You said it was 40 pounds. So when you was in the back and you put it on and you took that first step, nope, wait a minute, take this shit off. This shit feels too motherfucking heavy. You had the chance to do that. So this is a self-inflicting thing. So when it's self-inflicting, there's no excuse for self-inflicting to me. If I take this motherfucking pen in front of all y'all and do this shit, trying to, my neck itching, I'm going, my neck itching, I stab myself in the neck, and I squirt out, what am I going to say? Oh, man, I did it because I got distracted looking at the comments. No! It's a self-inflicting thing.
Yeah, right. Right.
You don't make excuses for self-inflicting. So that excuse is self-inflicted. Then on top of that, you tried to go over the top when it wasn't really all that necessary for you to go as far over the top as you went.
Right.
You could have came in one of your normal outfits wearing all motherfucking black. Okay?
Man, that's why I put those other outfits up there. Yeah. Like the one in the middle, nigga, that one's not, that shit look like it's made out of feathers, nigga.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Look, man. This is what happens when fighters have fans that enable him, like the motherfucker that was on earlier. You're upset, and we're actually giving the nigga credit saying that, hey, man, we will support him because of how he is as a, how taking care of his family and all that. We're saying that, right? So we're giving him his support. But when you have a fan base that is enabling you with the things you do and say, Deontay Wilder said, and I quote, "Who needs skill when you got power?" All of his backs like, he's right. No, he's not fucking right. And Saturday proved the nigga was not right.
Hold on. P. Newell, he said, to this day I'm with Wilder. Nothing wrong with that. We're not telling y'all not to support Wilder. Like I said, I support him as a man. I don't support him as a fighter. Not after this statement. As a man, I do. He said, y'all doing Wilder wrong. How? How are we doing Wilder wrong, man?
You put it out there.
He's the one that said this. Are we supposed to say, you know what, champ? That's what's up, dog. Make sure you make every excuse in the book. Why? Because I support you, champ. What? Let me tell you something, man. Supporting a fighter the way y'all niggas do is like being his friend. Okay? Mm-hmm. You support a fighter to the day you'll die or whatnot, whatever these motherfuckers be saying, right? It's like being his friend. A real motherfucker that has friends does not want his friends leading him down the wrong path. P. Newell, we've been saying this, bro. Why do I have to break it down like this for you to understand? We've been saying this. If you listen to the show from the beginning, this is what we've been saying, man. So here's the deal. You don't want, let me say this, bro. If you go outside, my nigga, right? P. Newell, if you go outside, bro, right? You got a booger on your motherfucking face. And you with your homeboy. Would you want your homeboy to tell you got a booger on your face and possibly risk you getting upset with him by saying that? Or him just not say nothing because he values y'all's friendship too much and lets you go to the club with a bunch of fine ass bitches with a booger on your face, man? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So if you support Wilder, it is in his best interest that his support system tells him, hey, dog, no fucking excuses, my nigga. Cut that bullshit out. You lost. You got beat badly. Go back to the drawing board and work on your flaws.
Listen, and to your point, that's how we operate in 3 Kings. Now, y'all just see me and 2K. We got Mike Wilson, we got Jarrell, we got, Cheetah Head, okay? Big Cool, we got Cheetah Head. I can tell y'all now, in our chats, that's exactly like what y'all see is how we are. Look, hey dog, I don't want to hear this. My nigga has called me up and was like, yo, man, are you good? Yeah, okay, man, what the fuck is this? Yeah. No, dog, I don't want to hear that.
bro, these Deontay Wilder fans, no problem, P. Newell. And look, that other bitch-ass nigga that was up in here, man, this is what we do. Mm-hmm. If you don't understand, ask, man, we'll explain it. It's no beef until you start it. You see what I'm saying? So P. Newell good with me. I don't care that he's Wilder. There's nothing. I don't care who you support. I don't. I'm just gonna spit facts. I am down the middle. I don't have a favorite fighter. I don't have a favorite trainer. I don't have a favorite manager. And I don't have a favorite network. I have a favorite sport. It's called boxing. And anybody who fucks up within my sport, I will talk about. Anybody who does well, hold on. Anybody who does well within my sport, I will praise. I don't give a fuck what color they are. Go ahead, Bo.
But is it part of support telling the motherfucker, hey, dog, you fucking up? Isn't that part of support?
Yeah.
Is it part of support and telling the motherfucker, hey, dog, nah, man, you're not right for that, dog? Isn't that part of support? Now, publicly, you can say one thing, but privately, supposed to let a nigga know, hey, dog, what the fuck was that, man?
Exactly. My man second Ezra in the building put $2 on it. He said Deontay Wilder has yes men as fans. Yeah, he does, man. He does. Now listen, I won't say this. I won't say every single one of his fans are yes men. I'm not going to say that, right? But right. I will say this. A lot of the Deontay Wilder fans are no different than the Manny Pacquiao fans. They're no different than the Gennady Golovkin fans that everybody was complaining about, man. There's no difference, man. You know what the definition of a fan is? What is short for what is fan short for? What word is that, Bo? Do you know what word it is?
Fanatic.
Fanatic. Exactly. The word fan is short for fanatic. If you're a fanatic, that means you will only see the good in everything, even when the negative comes. You will basically be naive to the negative because you're a fanatic. Mm-hmm. And anybody who points out the negative, you're ready to jump on them because you're a fucking fanatic. Now, my point is, as a man, if you're a woman, it is what it is, right? Mm-hmm. Women naturally are fanatics of certain things. You see what I'm saying? Like the word groupie, that was described for a female fanatic.
Yes. Yes.
So women in society being fanatics, that's just nothing wrong with that. But as a man, dog, you should not be that much of a fanatic towards another man to the point where you get into it with niggas you don't even know, bruh. You might be getting into it with a nigga that don't give a fuck about nothing. Mm-hmm. That nigga peel your fucking cap back, dog, because you a fanatic of another man. Is it that serious? My man P. Newell, appreciate you, big dog. This is what I'm talking about, man. If you really want to come through, hear facts, right? Straight up objective opinions that are supported by facts, and you're willing to have an open ear, man, come through to the fucking Prodigy of Boxing Talk. Check out 3KingsBoxing.com, man. This is what we do. He put $2 on and said, like how you spit facts. Appreciate you, big dog. You cool with me. You didn't even have to donate. You was already cool with me, dog.
Word.
Go ahead, Bo. What you got to say, man?
Hey, man, listen, dog. This is the problem, man. Look, I love the sport of boxing, right? And you made a very good point. The Deontay Wilder fans is no different than, like you said, the Pacquiao fans, the Gennady Golovkin fans, right? They're no different than them. I remember people used to complain about the Floyd Mayweather fans, right? So they're no different than them. And this is what's bad for the sport of boxing is when boxing has got to a point to where everybody, because of social media, if Deontay Wilder click like on a post you make or retweets a post you make, you're like, oh man, that's my nigga, that's my dog. Y'all think that y'all are family with this dude. You're not.
Not, man.
And even if you are family, I can tell y'all now, this nigga on the other side of the screen, that's my fucking family. I can tell y'all niggas that.
Word up.
That's my family. And I want him to tell me the truth about some shit. At the end of the day, you can't say the reason why you lost is an outfit that you previously tried on that the minute you felt it was fucking with you, you could have taken off. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all something that my grandfather told me a long time ago. Because I was raised up by old motherfuckers. And thank God I was, right? You know? This man is driving down the road. He stops at a farm. He sees this dog growling. He walks up to the man and asks for direction. He said, hey, man, what's wrong with your dog? He's growling. He said, he's laying on a nail. He said, why don't he get up? It ain't hurting him bad enough. Well, that's the same thing
here. Yeah. Right. Exactly. My man, second Ezra threw 5 more on it. He said, the truth hurts, but the truth will point you in the right direction. Exactly. And that's, listen, man, I'm not here to convert anybody from having a favorite fighter or nothing like that. I'm not here to tell you guys you're wrong for supporting fighters or of any degree. You do what the fuck you want. I'm speaking from my personal experience, my perspective, right? Why I'm able to walk around wherever I want to go and be confident in my own skin, dog. Because I always make sure I stay neutral, bruh. Always, man. You see what I'm saying? You gotta stay neutral, dog. Because if you try to slide on one side, right, and you end up being on that one side, and you take an L, or that side takes an L, you gotta take an L with that side. You know what I'm saying? If you cool to do that, then it is what it is. But it's an unnecessary L to take because you didn't even need to be on the side to begin with. You know when I take L's, Bo? I take an L if boxing takes an L. I don't take an L if Deontay Wilder loses. I don't take an L if fucking Tyson Fury loses. If Anthony Joshua gets knocked out by another overweight fat motherfucker, I don't take an L.
Nope.
I don't take a W either if any of them niggas win that I just mentioned. Any fighter in all 17 divisions of boxing, and I believe 15 or 16 in women's boxing, I don't take no L's or no W's. You know what I'm saying? But when I do take an L, is when boxing takes a fucking L, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm neutral. That's when I take an L, bro. If something happens to the sport of boxing, that's when I'm like, fuck. I just took an L. Not when a nigga loses. Give a fuck.
Yeah. like for example, right? I feel like I took an L when HBO stopped having boxing. Why? That's a platform that's not showing boxing.
Exactly.
That's the platform. So I feel like, damn, man, boxing took an L, I took an L. Because that platform for boxing is going now.
Right. Like
boxing and the motherfucker's going.
And a lot of people was out there like, man, fuck HBO. I'm glad they gone. Ain't you glad they gone, 2K? Nah, bro. No. I want them motherfuckers back on. But man, motherfucking Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant, nigga, and motherfucker, man, fuck them, nigga. Bro, I don't even listen to them. Nigga, I'm a boxing enthusiast, nigga. I don't listen to the fucking commentators, nigga. Almost every commentating team out there is shit. The only one I respect is Paulie Malignaggi. Hell, Al Bernstein is fucking losing his mind now. Recently. Only one I fucking respect is Paulie Malignaggi and fucking Andre Ward. Forgot about him too. Andre Ward.
Yeah,
that's Ward. It. But they are on teams that are shit, so I don't listen to it. I watch boxing because I'm studying, nigga. Right? I'm using my knowledge base to be able to break that fight down, right? So when I get on this show for you, I can say what I saw from my own intelligence. Not from what Jim Lampley told me. I don't give a fuck what he tells me. He don't know shit.
Right.
Jim Lampley don't know shit about boxing. I don't give a fuck if this nigga been on a commentating team for 40 years. That don't mean shit. Longevity don't mean you know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You got motherfuckers calling Tyson Fury undisputed.
Yes.
You got motherfuckers saying Deontay Wilder fought Dominique Breazeale for the vacant WBC title. You got... Yep. And these niggas have been in the game for a minute saying shit like that.
My bad, nigga. That nigga Julio said Bo took an L in 2018 when all them Cubans lost.
Hey, it was a half L because I'm part Cuban. It was a half L. Part Cuban niggas, so it was a half L.
My man Chris M said, I only respected Paulie Ward and Bobby Ches. Yeah, Bobby Ches, old school, right.
Yeah, Bobby Ches.
I respected Emmanuel. I respected Emmanuel Stewart to an extent. Whenever Emmanuel Stewart would let Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant bleed their bullshit onto him sometimes in certain broadcasts, that would piss me off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Emmanuel Stewart knew way more than either of them niggas combined. But since he was on the broadcasting team, he would dumb down his knowledge sometimes when them two motherfuckers would speak. And that would piss me off about Mr. Emmanuel Stewart. But other than that, I did respect him as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dr. Freddie Pachenko, Al Bernstein, Marv Albert every now and then was okay. Howard Cosell. Shit, I can go on. I've been watching boxing since the 70s.
Yeah, you keep going, man. Yeah, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, though, man, like if a nigga loses a fight, and here's the problem, man. And I'm gonna say it, motherfuckers gonna get mad. We got 2 beta males already up in here, right? Gonna be about 4 more after I make this statement. And this is real. Take it how you want it. Don't give a fuck, right? The problem is, motherfuckers were latching on to Deontay Wilder for the wrong reasons, right? You should never latch onto an athlete and expect that athlete to be your face for black oppression. You should never ask an athlete to be the spokesman for black oppression or to be the person to uplift, right? Or to motivate, right? The black culture, so to speak. You should never look to an athlete for that. You look to an intellectual for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A fucking athlete is only great in his space. Athletics.
Very
You
true.
know what I'm saying? Right? Now, Muhammad Ali was one of those guys that went out there, right? Bill Russell, right?
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown, right?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right? They did that, but again, it only took them so far.
But those were intellectuals too, though.
But it only took them so far.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, in my opinion, if you want to talk about civil rights, Muhammad Ali didn't make the kind of impact that, say, a Martin Luther King did, a Malcolm X did, a Marcus Garvey, a Frederick Douglass. Muhammad Ali's not on that level. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking athlete.
Very true.
He went out and said things that other athletes wouldn't say in public, and that garnered him a lot of attention from blacks and other races on top of that. But he didn't make the kind of change that other black leaders made. He didn't do that. He's nowhere near that. Because he was an athlete. You can't expect Deontay Wilder to do the same thing. Or LeBron James.
That's very true. Very true. That's very true.
You put that energy into an intellectual to be that spokesman. Matter of fact, you be that fucking intellectual. That's what pisses me off. Motherfuckers look to other niggas to do the work that they should be doing. Y'all want to know something about 2K, man? I have a black-owned business that has a bunch of black writers that are not even journalists. I have brought them onto my black business and allowed them to become journalists without having a degree. They didn't go to college to go get a fucking degree. They didn't do what your Mike Coppingers, your fucking, what's the motherfucker that used to work for?
Pugmire.
Who?
Lance Pugmire.
Lance Pugmire. Kevin Iole. They didn't go do what they did. They didn't go to these universities, get these fucking degrees and whatever they got them in. Graduated and said, man, I need a job. Where can I work? Fuck it, I'll work for this company and write boxing. Dan Rayfield. None of these motherfuckers did that. But they're on a 3 Kings boxing platform as black writers. And they're in the same capacity as those guys. That's what I have done. Bo has done. Big Cool. Cheetah Head. Mike Wilson. Red. That's what we all have done for black people. Even our affiliates. We have black-owned businesses as our affiliates. We also have white affiliates as well. But my point is, we have a platform, whether it's big or small, however the fuck y'all want to say it. I mean, I don't give a fuck you say, nigga, 3KB, little as shit. Okay, whatever, don't matter. A lot of niggas think it's big. All I know is there's money involved in this. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, we get to go to every fight we put our fucking credentials in for. We get accepted for every single fight. Have not been denied since the inception of 3KB. Never been denied. So evidently we doing something correct, right?
Hell, we get acceptance before we decide if we going.
Exactly. So what we have done is basically allowed black writers who are not actually officially writers to become journalists because of the hard work that they've put in, and they're in the same capacity as what other motherfuckers like to say are the real writers. But they write better articles than them.
Well,
hold on. That's us contributing to the black community. Not sitting on my fucking couch hoping that another man does it for me. Fuck out of here. Go ahead, Bo.
Well, let's get something straight. Number one, oppression is a state of motherfucking mind. If you sitting at home still thinking you're oppressed, there's something fucking wrong with you. I know I'm not oppressed. When I look around this shit here and I go up them fucking 3 flights of stairs to the 3rd floor of my house, nigga, I know I'm not oppressed. All right? So let's get that fucking straight right there. Oppression is a state of fucking mind. If you still sitting there thinking you're oppressed, there's something wrong with you. But let's get something else straight too. Society is, if you believe what society tells you about your level of intelligence is based off of what a fucking piece of paper say, again, it's something fucking wrong with you. Okay? Because the same books they got in school, you can take your ass to your local fucking library and you can read. The information in the day of the internet is out there, motherfucker. It's out there. Okay? So you don't have to subject yourself to what society tells you your level of fucking intelligence is. Like you said, I've studied boxing. I participate in boxing. I've been to the gyms. I still go to the fucking gyms, right? So I can write an article better than them niggas. Why? Because unlike them, my intelligence isn't based off what a piece of paper tells me or who I'm attached to. That's not what makes me who I am. When I was born into this world, I was born Garrison fucking Bland. It wasn't Garrison Bland degree from Blase Skippy. No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
exactly.
at the very end of the day, you have to understand wherever you feel your place is in this fucking chain called life. That's your choice, your decision, right? Whatever you think it is. But as a fucking man, I am never going to make excuses for shit that I have done myself that I know I should have done better, or I know it should have been this. Excuses, as my grandfather used to say, excuses is the road to stationary. That what he was.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay?
You're right.
Excuses is the road to being stationary.
You're right.
So for me personally, I don't make excuses because as a man, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in giving them. I don't believe in accepting. I don't allow them from my kids. When my kids say, well, nope, nigga, wrong. Go to your fucking room. Don't come out. You're not even punished. You're not even on punishment because you got that bad grade. You're on punishment because you tried to tell me that fucking excuse. So take your ass to your fucking room. I only want to see your face.
Exactly. My man, Second Ezra threw 5 more on it, but he retracted his message, man. Go ahead and put that message in the chat, man. Tell me what you was thinking just now, brother.
P. Noel threw another $2 on it.
Oh shit, I missed out. My bad, P. Noel. Put another $2 on it. He said I have to give another super chat. Stay winning 3KB. Appreciate you, big dog. My man Chris M, he said, Chris Mannix, laugh out loud. A basketball fan given an opportunity because of them degrees, allegedly. Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He also said, y'all articles sound like boxing fans who know their shit. Breaking fights down unlike most mainstream boxing media. Because they don't know boxing. They're just in the sport, man. They're just in the sport. Listen, they've attached themselves to big name entities by sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't even build their own shit. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like a lot of these women out here, while a lot of them, there's stories that are, I'm not gonna say that I believe them, but there's a lot of stories fluctuating throughout the media that they're being propagated throughout the media, right?
Right.
But some of these female boxing entities, even though to me it's easier when you got a big ass and a big pair of titties and you just go on Instagram and shake them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You just shaking them motherfuckers. It's easier. A callback unknown person with a phone number, man. I don't know who you are. But you shaking them motherfuckers on Instagram and you got that ass out. You just basically picked up about 1,000 subscribers right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for them to get that, and majority of them go that route. You know what I'm saying? But I still got to give them some respect because they built their shit from the bottom up, man. You got a lot of these other major fucking entities in boxing. These niggas attach themselves to a big entity. That's why they got a name. 3KB built this shit from the bottom, my nigga. From the bottom. We lost people, we gained people. But we still keep moving. You gotta respect that, man. And that's why I was telling that beta male bitch in the beginning of the fucking show. That's why I said you could never fuck with me, man. Because my mental fortitude is on a whole nother level than what you could even fathom, my nigga. You a little nigga to me, bruh. Probably physically, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably twice your size, little nigga. Physically and mentally, bitch. So that's why I say, if you gonna come here, don't come here thinking that we gonna basically talk good about your favorite fighter. It's not gonna happen all the time.
No.
You can laugh and joke and thumb up my goddamn channel when I'm talking shit about Leo Santa Cruz. I'm getting on Carl Frampton ass, right? I'm getting on Tank ass, no homo, because that nigga might really want that. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with Adrian Broner. Y'all niggas cool with that shit. But when I talk about your favorite fighter, or if I touch that nerve, oh, all of a sudden we coons. We don't support blacks. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit out of here, bro. Unknown caller, man. Call with your real number. Don't be scared to show your real number, man. We not gonna answer no unknown person. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it might be Virtuoso because I know he said he was gonna call in 30 minutes.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said he was gonna call in 30 minutes. He was at work.
All right, man. Let me see. I'm gonna answer this one time, man. You on the air? Who is it? Hold on. Unknown caller. You on the air? Who is it? Oh man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't see that nigga, man. I just keep getting it over and over again. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You on the air?
No, I can't. What the hell?
Here we go. Let me merge this one. 800, you on the air. What's good? I don't know, man. It is what it is. My man Second Ezra put another 5 on it. He said Deontay Wilder is caught
that's
in
not
the
Virtuoso.
woke vortex where excuses rule and self-examination is a crime. Yeah. That's what's up, man. I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, man. 1678. I'm gonna merge you in. 1678, you on the air. What's good? I don't know, man. I don't hear it.
Me either.
I don't know. All right, let's keep going. So, the news out there is this. Mark Breland has been fired by Deontay Wilder, man.
Oh, come on, man. The great Mark Breland, you fire him?
Mark Breland has been fired. That's the rumor. I haven't heard it officially yet, but that's the rumor, right? I'm gonna try to merge you one more time. 1678. Six, 7, 8. I don't know, man. Let's go. But Mark Breland, man, what do you think about that, bro? What do you think? Well, let me say this: is Deontay Wilder jumping the gun? Because understand that in the article that we wrote, basically we got that article. I have no problem saying this. We got that article from Kevin Iole from Yahoo Sports. He was the first one to break it. We have no problem saying that shit, right? Here's the deal. He basically said that he was pissed off that Mark Breland actually stopped the fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the deal. Do you agree with him jumping the gun and firing Mark Breland because he stopped the fight? Do you agree that he should fire Mark Breland because Deontay Wilder needs to basically hone his skills better with a different trainer for as long as he has left in his career? Or do you think he should have never fired Mark Breland? What do you think about that, Bo?
I think if he's going to fire Mark Breland, it should be for the latter. What you said is he needs to get somebody that's going to better help him with boxing. Mark Breland pretty much really was a trainer that wasn't doing anything because he was allowing Deontay Wilder to do whatever Deontay Wilder wanted. You know what I'm saying? So if Deontay Wilder, like if he was telling him you need to do combinations, and Wilder like, no, fuck that, I don't want to do that. Right? Then Mark should say, listen, Deontay. He should have said, Deontay, you know, look, nigga, I'm a gold medalist. You're a bronze medalist. I'm a 2-time world champion. Listen to me, motherfucker. I know what I'm talking about. Right? If he didn't do that, okay, then you get rid of him because this is a guy that you don't respect enough to even listen to, so yeah, you get rid of him. But if you get rid of him because he stopped the fight, then no, hell no, that's the wrong reason, because this dude saw you taking a beating and he cared enough about a trainer's job is to protect the fighter sometimes from himself.
Right.
Sometimes you have to protect the fighter from himself. So Mark saw Deontay is going to go out on his shield. Deontay is going to be willing to take a beating.
Right.
Okay? Now, the only thing I can think of is maybe he talked to Deontay in the corner, and Deontay said, hey, man, I don't care what happens. Don't you stop this motherfucking fight. I remember Diego Corrales jumped damn near about to fight his dad when his father stopped that goddamn fight. Remember, what the fuck is you doing? No, what the fuck is you doing?
Right.
Damn near about to fight his father. Okay? So, at the end of the day, I think it's wrong to fire a dude simply because he stopped the fight.
Right. So I'm trying to merge these fucking calls. This shit ain't working. Mike Wilson said he tried to call in. My man P. Newell said he tried to call in. For some reason, it ain't merging. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to hit up Skype after the show to see what the fuck is going on. But
yeah, that's good.
But yeah, here's the deal. We had mentioned this shit, you know what I'm saying, prior the last show that we did, the impromptu show we did after Wilder lost, right? Mm-hmm. We mentioned that Mark Breland pretty much isn't the best coach for Deontay Wilder. We had names like Ronnie Shields, I think you mentioned, or Teddy Atlas. I think you mentioned, who did you mention? Buddy McGirt, right? A cat that commented on the video said Kenny Adams. You know, I was thinking about Nazim Richardson. I was thinking of him. You know, guys like that, right? Different names that came up that could actually help Deontay Wilder out, right? Now, I don't like that he fired him because he stopped the fight. Deontay Wilder said in that article that we published that his whole team knows that they are not to stop a fight no matter how it looks, right? He said, I don't care, you know, if he's getting his ass whooped, you always let me go out on my shield. It's my life. I make the decision, right? Even JD's came out and said, I didn't like how Mark Breland stopped the fight. Deontay Wilder had more fight in him. Wilder said he could have finished the fight. He said he could have went past 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
That's just the fighter talking, dog.
That's just the fighter. It's the fighter talking. It's the fighter talking, exactly. As soon as I read that Deontay Wilder said he was pissed off at Mark Breland and it's not an emotional response, like, you know, one of those spur-of-the-moment emotional type responses, I knew he was going to fire him from that point. Now, still a rumor, but I had a feeling that Mark Breland would no longer be in that nigga's corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the wrong reason to fire him. Mark Breland made an excellent call. My nigga, your fucking eardrum looked like it was burst. Now, we know from this point, this fact now, that it was a cut that needed stitches, right? But in the fight, we don't know what the fuck it is, right? Is it a cut? Is it a busted eardrum? Right? Your fucking jaw was swollen, nigga. We don't know if you had a broken jaw, right? Your eye was swollen. Your mouth was bleeding. Nigga, you had almost every injury a fighter could get on the goddamn face, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Did he not, Bo? This nigga Wilder, bro. This nigga Wilder had 90% of injuries that you can receive on the face as a professional fighter, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? 90%. Right? So, here's the deal. You can't fault Mark Breland for seeing that and watching you get pushed back on your back foot continuously. Right? For 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. 5 rounds, bro. Where you were getting beat the fuck up. And him caring about your life, your health, the fact that you got, I think he's, how many kids has he got? Like 4? I believe he has 4 kids.
He has 4. I think he has 4, yes.
4 kids, right? A beautiful wife or fiance that will be your wife, right? That's what Mark Breland was thinking about. He wasn't thinking about himself or anything. Mark Breland wasn't being selfish.
No, he wasn't.
He was thinking about you and your family. And he said, I can't allow this guy to take this kind of punishment, dog. Because if he dies, like Patrick Day, like Maxim Dadashev, right? If he dies like them, that's his blood on my hands, bro. Because I didn't jump in. And I'm not shitting on Buddy McGirt. And I'm not shitting on Patrick Day's trainer either. But in this case, he's watching Wilder get beat the fuck up, man. And he said, I can't allow that to happen. I will not be able to sleep at night if I have Deontay Wilder's blood on my hands, dog. I gotta throw the towel in. For everything that I criticize Mark Breland on, dog, for everything that I criticize Mark Breland on, this was the 100% correct decision. 1,000%, Bo. What is he supposed to do?
Well, remember Joe Louis. And no, not Joe Louis, Joe Frazier. And then that fight with Muhammad Ali, I believe it was the 3rd fight they had. What was that 3rd fight they had? What was the name of that? It wasn't Thriller in Manila. What was the name of that 3rd fight?
You talking about Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, they had 3 fights, and it was in the 3rd fight.
Yeah.
That it was so brutal that I remember Joe Frazier's trainer saying, I stopped the fight because I could picture this man not being able to pick up his kids or his grandkids later on in his life. And that thought in my head bothered me. Right. Okay, it was Thriller, all right, Corey. And I remember him saying that. That is the job of a trainer, is to protect your fighter in all facets, whether it is train you properly to be victorious in a fight or stop a fight if it looks like, listen, man, you are not going to quit, so I have to do it for you. I had no problem. Go back to when Peterson looked at his trainer, Virgil Hunter. Was it Virgil Hunter? Yeah, Virgil Hunter. When he looked at Virgil Hunter, and he looked at him like, what's up? And he went out there and Hunter waved in the towel. No, man, I'm going to stop this fight. That's the job of a trainer, man. You have to protect the fighter from himself. Firing him for that, Deontay Wilder is wrong. If Deontay Wilder said, listen, I've gone, Barry Hunter, thank you. If Deontay Wilder said, hey, I'm going as far as I can go with you as my trainer, I realized I need something better, which I would have been more happier if he would have said that. Like, I would have been impressed with him. That tells me this nigga has learned. Yep. The fact that he's fighting him because he threw the towel in, that tells me this dude has not learned from that ass whooping. Exactly. That's why I don't think it's going to be different in the 3rd fight.
Yeah. So who do you think he should pick up now? Let's reiterate that. Who do you think he should pick up?
First thing he got to do is pick up somebody that he's going to listen to. That's number one. If he's not going to listen to nobody, hell, it ain't going to make no fucking difference. If he going to do whoever he picked the same way he did Mark Breland, ain't going to make no goddamn difference. But if you're gonna listen to somebody, the reason why I say Buddy McGirt is because I saw what Buddy McGirt did with Kovalev in the later Alvarez rematch fight, and he said I took him back to the basics, and he said this. He said you're not gonna knock everybody out, and that's what I had to remind Kovalev. So I had to take him back to the basics, and we saw the difference in that. Some people are saying the guy that trained Shane Mosley with the swim without getting wet. I think it was it Nassim Richardson? I think that was his name.
Yeah.
Okay. He's another good one. I actually like him. He's another good one. Okay. I think you mentioned Teddy Atlas. I think Teddy Atlas would be better because Teddy Atlas was somebody from Jump Street that was like, dude, you need to do more. He was always on Deontay from Jump Street. So I think he needs to get a guy like Teddy Atlas who's going to be straight up 100% honest with him and in his face. Like, he needs somebody to be in his face. Like, no, you ain't doing this right. Fuck, you ain't doing it like I'm telling you. He needs somebody to be in his face, man. So, in any of those in your face, do what I'm telling you to do. Listen to me and do it this way. That's what he should get. I don't think he should get Freddie Roach because Freddie Roach is not that. Freddie Roach let Chavez Jr. do whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I don't think it should be Freddie Roach.
I mean, yeah, Freddie. The good thing about Freddie Roach would be that he would have helped Deontay Wilder put together his attack better. Like, it wouldn't be no goddamn jab, straight right hand.
You're right. He's an offensive minded coach. You're absolutely right.
Right. So he would definitely do that. But I want Deontay Wilder to tap into his athleticism, man. That's what I want. My man Hamza Malik said Teddy Atlas don't tolerate that shit. Absolutely not. And that's my top pick. A motherfucker like Teddy Atlas would basically be able to get Deontay Wilder to stay focused, stay motivated, and have that motherfucker doing a lot more than what he does today.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, Teddy Atlas will kick everybody out of camp. All of y'all get the fuck out.
Right.
All of y'all get the fuck out.
Right. Right. Exactly. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Teddy Atlas, you know what I'm saying? Ronnie Shields. Those guys are going to make him use his athleticism. It would be a situation that they would try to bring back the Deontay Wilder that fought Bermane Stiverne the first time. You see what I'm saying? It would be that kind of situation, right? Now, whether or not he'd be able to do it at 35, 36 years, or he's 34, turning 35 this year, right? Would he be able to do it at 34, 35 years old? Who knows? That remains to be seen. But at the end of the day, as we said in the prediction video for this fight, man, he has to be able to go back to what he was when he fought Bermane Stiverne the first time. Or at least be able to pull that rabbit out of his hat when needed. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he just got caught up too much in that aura with a bunch of his fucking people that are yes men and women that don't tell him what he needs to work on, that allow him to just continuously fucking depend on a right hand, right? Right now, that's what he does. He has no plan B. He has nothing else to fall back on, dog. It's just, I'm going to knock this nigga out. If I don't, I'm going to get outboxed for 12 rounds. Unless I get knocked out. That's his plan. What kind of fucking plan is that? I don't care how successful it's been. Right? It's been successful against sketchy competition outside of Luis Ortiz. Right? And in the Luis Ortiz first fight, if Ortiz dumbass didn't get overzealous, he would have knocked Deontay Wilder out just like Tyson Fury did. He got overzealous. Right? So outside of Luis Ortiz, it's been working against subpar competition, man. So now that you know, Wilder, that shit ain't gonna work against a motherfucker that's an elite fighter in your division, you're going to have to work on a plan B. If you still want to be that guy that charges around setting up one punch, that's okay. But understand this, when you're getting beat up early, you need to realize that, you know what, dog? I got to change what I'm doing and go to that plan B. That's it.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Deontay Wilder should also change where I think he's down in the gym in Tuscaloosa. I think he needs to get out of Tuscaloosa and go someplace else. Go where the sparring competition would be a lot harder for him too.
Yeah, I mean, You're saying, does he need to get out of Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, because I know he has a gym and he be in the gym down there in Tuscaloosa. And I'm like, man, maybe he should get out of there. You know, spar at Crunk's gym. Spar at, some of these gyms where people won't be in awe of you, but they'll be looking to be like, yo, I'm in the ring with Deontay Wilder. I'm going to give him that work. You know what I'm saying? Gyms like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he should definitely be moving to a lot. Matter of fact, that nigga need to go up there to Detroit and get in there with Javon Sugar Hill. You know what I'm saying? And be like, hey, man, that was nice what you did with Tyson Fury, man. Let me get up in there. You know what I'm saying? He needs to go to Philly. Get up in that gym. He needs to go to Las Vegas. I'm sure he's been there a few times and fought there. I mean,
right.
But he needs to go there. He needs to go down there with Kevin Cunningham in Florida.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he needs to migrate. Absolutely. I 1000% agree with that. He definitely needs to fucking migrate, dog. Yeah. You can't relegate yourself to one region. Different regions all over the fucking world have different tendencies on what they work on in that particular gym.
Exactly.
So, and then you're going to spar against different types of fighters from different regions. Absolutely. 100%. So, Floyd Mayweather was moving around when he was younger. As he got older and became that nigga, that's when motherfuckers were coming to him. He didn't have to go nowhere.
No. But his gym, it be some tough-ass sparring going on there.
Yeah. But that's what he's established now that he's that man, right?
Yeah.
But before that, remember, he was getting in the ring with Paul Spadafora as his sparring partner and shit, and this motherfucker had been inactive for like 5 months. That's the type of shit Floyd was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Off the street, inactive and shit. Probably fat, nigga, getting in the ring with Paul Spadafora. He wasn't fat, but you know. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit Floyd was doing, man, before he became that dude. Deontay Wilder absolutely needs to fucking migrate, man. When it comes to this training shit, he needs to be a gypsy, nigga. Move your ass around. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But at the end of the day, man, I think if this is a rumor, but if it's true, if it's been confirmed, it's absolutely the wrong reason to fire Mark Breland, man. And this leads me to the last part about Wilder, the rematch, or the trilogy, I should say. Everybody who tried to call him, man, I apologize. I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with the phone lines, but I will get that fixed before Thursday, before we return on Thursday. I'll definitely get it fixed. I'm going to go figure out what the fucking problem is, man. But let me say this. Is he ready, or should he take the trilogy with Tyson Fury? Because listen, he's got 30 days to say, yeah, I'm going to exercise the rematch clause, right? He's already said he's going to do it. And the rematch will most likely be June or July, sometime in the summer, right?
That's too soon.
Why do you think so?
Hey, number one, just physically your body needs to recover from a beating like that, and sometimes it can take a month, maybe 2. I guarantee he's pissing blood like a motherfucker. I guarantee you sometimes you don't feel the aches and the pains. Some you feel right away, some you don't feel till 2 or 3 days later. I can tell you from doing sparring rounds, and Prodigy, you know this too because you've been in the gym like me. I can tell you there was times, man, when you go hard in the gym and sparring, and then 2 or 3 days later you be like, God damn. Shit.
Yeah, word up.
That didn't feel like that 2 days ago. Shit.
Word up.
So, and sometimes because of your adrenaline, it might take you a day or 2 to feel it. So, a beating like that, the body normally needs a month, maybe a month and a half to recover. Then the mind needs 2 months, 2.5 months to recover. Why? Because you have to physically be willing to strip yourself down and accept that I need a change, a severe change. And think Jared Hurd. That's exactly what the fuck he did. That's why he didn't take that rematch right away with Julian J. Rock. He said, man, mentally, his was more mental than physical. He was like, man, mentally, I got the issue with my trainer. I'm not ready to go fight this motherfucker J. Rock. I'm not taking that rematch. I'm going to take some time off. I'll come back to it.
It was literally the same situation. He fired his trainer just like Wilder did.
Yeah, right. Yeah. See? And he took more time coming back. So If they talking June, July, that's too soon. September, October, that's a little different. But June and July, no, man. That's not good. Like, that's almost as bad as when he fought in November and y'all had him fight in February. He wasn't physically ready for it.
So you're basically saying, as an advisor, Deontay Wilder shouldn't take the fight. But what do you think as a fighter? Do you think he should take the fight?
I think as a fighter, you have to. The competitive nature in you, I expect you to as a fighter, because that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Like, and I would in the ring would have said, y'all do know I'm fighting this nigga again, right?
Right. Exactly. Right? Exactly.
But I would also have a little bit of sense and say, we ain't been fighting no June and July. Y'all motherfuckers got me fucked up. It's already February, March, April, May, June. 4 months? No, Now, like I said, September or October, cool. But June and July, no. But definitely as a fighter, you have to, especially when you was a champion and you lose in the fashion he lost. You have to, because if you don't, there will be more questions about your mental instability than ever before. And the last thing any fighter wants anyone to think is that they're mentally unstable, because that's when the wolves come out. That's when the dogs come out, Jack. And they ain't just barking at you. They're trying to bite you. You ever see, like, when them dogs is behind that big dog and they just back there hanging, but when they see that big dog is getting a little old, he's stumbling, they be, you know what I'm saying? They start growling at the
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, Sanu made a very good point. I can't see your picture, so I don't know if you're he or she. But they said, don't take the rematch if he can't be honest with yourself.
I agree with that.
1,000% agree with that, dog. If you come into this shit talking about the reason why I lost the first fight is because of my fucking costume, and Mark Breland throwing in the towel, I was going to come back. I had 5 more rounds. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason why you would say something like that. Nigga, I still have 5 rounds to fight. What you're indirectly implying is that you could have came back and won the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, dog. Not in your condition, you are only getting worse, my nigga. There was no coming back to win that fight. If they didn't throw the towel in, Kenny Bayless is going to jump in any goddamn way.
He was looking hard at him.
Yeah, Kenny Bayless is going to jump in anyway. Maybe not in the 7th round, but you were going to get beat up like that for every round after the 7th round, dog. So true. Kenny Bayless would have eventually jumped in any fucking way, dog. You wouldn't have lasted to 12, man. And to have that kind of dishonesty with yourself, that tells me that you still don't think that the game plan that you came into the ring with was a problem. He still doesn't think that, Bo.
Well, he said it when he said he fired Mark Breland because he stopped the fight. Right? Think about something for 1 second, too. Let me tell y'all something. The fight stopped in the 7th round. Every round past the 7th, the punishment you take pushes you back as far as your body recovering physically.
Yeah.
Okay? That is a fact. The more punishment you take, the longer it takes for you to heal. So if you do want to do a rematch, or if Mark Breland was thinking about, hey, let's take the L and come back later. He's thinking about it because he's like, if we don't stop it here, your body physically will need to fucking recover. And Mark Breland is coming from it. Why? He's coming from because it happened to him as a fighter.
Right.
He's been in that position. So he has empathy more than sympathy for what he knows he's seen.
Exactly.
Exactly. So the fact that he said his legs was gone because of the outfit, and the fact that why he said he got rid of Mark Breland, that tells me that he doesn't think that he needs to change. He don't think there was nothing wrong. He think had it not been for them 2 things, I probably would have won.
Yeah, bro. If you get beat the fuck up to that degree, I mean, listen, man. I'm on record. Everybody knows. Bo is on record. Everybody knows. He lost the first fight, man. He did not win the first fight. You know what I'm saying? And this was not a Fury that was 100%. He was not 100%, man. Fury was probably about 70% in that fight, man. And he still, in my opinion, won 9 rounds, bro. So you're looking at the first fight, then you look at the second fight, and the only thing you have to tell me is, man, it was that nigga Mark Breland's fault, my goddamn costume. I don't want you to take the third fight. I don't even want as an advisor, I don't want the third fight, bro. I'm telling Deontay Wilder, don't take the third fight. Let me get Michael Hunter in here. No. Let me get Carlos Takam. That nigga's a journeyman right now. He a gatekeeper. Let me get Carlos Takam in here, dog.
Derek Chisora.
Derek Chisora. Let me bring them niggas in here for you, dog. Let me bring them niggas in here for maybe 2-3 fights. You know, get your mind right. Get your motivation back up. You can get your ego back. You can be that, you know, that nigga that was killing everybody, bruh. Then we can go into the fight. Go ahead, bro.
Think Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao got knocked brutally out by Marquez. Look at the path they took him. They put him in the ring. I believe it was Brandon Rios. Not a dangerous dude, but a decent enough dude to test Manny. Then they put him in the ring with, then he had a fight with Timothy Bradley, a feather-fisted guy that you felt you beat anyway. Then they put him in the ring with Chris Algieri. No threat at all.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden after that, now you're ready for Floyd. You're back. Manny Pacquiao's back. Now you're ready for Floyd, so you're absolutely right.
Well, I'll say this. Manny Pacquiao wanted that Marquez rematch. They was begging for it. Marquez was like, nope. That nigga Marquez was like, I win. that nigga said, I win, and ran off, nigga.
Bob Arum basically handed that nigga a blank check and said, you fill in the zeros, motherfucker. Here's a check. You fill in the zeros, goddamn. Marquez said, nah, I'm good.
Amina K made a good point. She said, if he loses for the third time, does he have a career left? What do you think about that, man? Because, Bo, you've been an advocate, or let me say this. You've been anti-motherfuckers saying that Deontay Wilder's done right now. So if he loses a third fight to Tyson Fury, is he officially done after that?
No, he's not. He's not. He's nowhere near officially done. And here is the thing. And when you lose to the best, whether you lose to the best once, you lose to the best twice, when you lose to the best, you're not done. Why? Because you lost to the best. That's the go back. Frazier. How many times did Frazier lose to George Foreman? Was still good enough to get fights. Ali, Ken Norton, Foreman. Losing to the best, you're not done when you lose to the best, because when you get one elite guy versus one elite guy, somebody got to lose. That's just how it is. Now, also, the type of fighter Tyson Fury is, the ring IQ, the skill set, the game plan he employed. When you look at boxing right now, there's nobody out there that can do it at that level that Tyson Fury did with the way he did it, that has all the tools and the skill set to go in there and apply that to Deontay Wilder. Some might try, but some of them not as defensively elusive minded as Tyson Fury. Some of them don't have the skill set as he does. So you can look, there's still a lot of dudes out there that if he get in the ring with, yeah, his power is going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I don't think he's done, because that's the best motherfucker in the world you fought. Canelo Alvarez wasn't done when he lost to Floyd. Look at the nigga right now. Okay? He wasn't done when he lost to Floyd. Manny Pacquiao wasn't done when he got brutally. Before he even fight Marquez, Manny Pacquiao had losses. He wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? So, no, man, listen, elite level fighters losing to an elite level fighter, that's supposed to happen. But now, if this was, for example, I never thought Anthony Joshua was done when he lost to Andy Ruiz. Why? Because I just thought this nigga fought the wrong game plan. Now, if he lose to Andy Ruiz a second time, maybe Ruiz is better than what the fuck we thought. But I'm still not going to say, well, everybody beats Anthony Joshua now. No, the fuck they don't. Because if you follow boxing, Joshua struggles more with shorter fighters than you do with fighters his same height and size.
Yeah, right.
Okay? Right. So styles make fights, man. When you fight the best, I expect you to do that. I don't think he's done if he loses a third time to Tyson Fury. Now, we may want to question his mental state if he gets beat the fuck up like that in the third fight.
Well, I question his mental state now.
Right.
Anybody who loses to that degree and has nothing but excuses to basically in an attempt to explain, the question of what went wrong, this nigga has multiple excuses from his trainer to his leg or legs, plural, right? So I already question his mental state when he says that. But in my opinion, if he loses to Tyson Fury, just like Bo said, and I hate agreeing with this nigga, but it's fact. You know what I'm saying? Just like Bo said, bro. If he loses to Tyson Fury for a third time, or at least in the third fight, bro, he lost to the best motherfucker out there at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you done. Now, if he goes out there, makes a fight with Joe Joyce or somebody and gets knocked the fuck out by him, now we might be contemplating this nigga's done. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect example. Perfect example. Jorge Linares. He loses to Lomachenko, gets knocked the fuck out by that dude he got knocked out. We like, okay, man, this nigga's done.
Pablo Cesar Canu.
Canu. We like, okay, this dude is done.
Yeah. Right. He done. And now he's back in a fight. I mean, he's being used as a gatekeeper, honestly, to be quite honest with you, for Ryan Garcia. But that's what happened to fucking Deontay Wilder. He goes out there and fights Philip Hargovich and gets knocked the fuck out. Then, yeah, we might be talking about gatekeeper status at that point in time, dog. You know what I'm saying? Corey said if he loses to Joe Joyce, he's Jeff Lacey 2.0. Hell yeah. Yeah. Jeff Lacey was not the same after he went over to Wells and got mollywopped by Joe Calzaghe. Was never the same. Jeff Lacey got relegated to being a nigga that got knocked out by Sullivan Barrera and said, you know what? That wasn't even Sullivan Barrera I was fighting. It was his fucking older brother, nigga. Everybody looking at Jeff Lacey like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga.
He did say that. He did say that too, didn't he?
Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. That wasn't his older brother, nigga. That was him. You know what I'm saying? That's how far Jeff Lacey went down the totem pole, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's definitely got to watch. He's got to watch out for his mental state. He's got to pick the right trainer, whoever the fuck is gonna be. He's got to pick the right trainer, right? He's got to work on the right things. And in my opinion, if he does take the rematch clause, if he's not just talking shit from an emotional standpoint and actually takes the rematch clause, right? Exacts the rematch clause anyway, and fights Tyson Fury in the summer, he's got to be competitive, bro. He's got to be, bro.
Yeah.
He's got to be competitive, man.
Yeah, that's another thing. If the fight's competitive, if it's a competitive 12-round fight where Tyson Fury wins a split decision or a majority decision, 115, 113, something like that, because it was that close, then no, he's not done. I agree. Right. But if he goes in there and gets blown out, I'm still not going to think he's done. I'm going to question his mental state. But like you said, he goes in his next fight against Derek Chisora or Adam Kalnaki and gets, knocked the fuck out in 2-3 rounds. Oh, yeah, dog, you're done.
Right. Exactly. Eddie Hearn, man, and Undisputed. Now, I done seen a lot of motherfuckers in the chat talking about, yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying? I want to see AJ versus Fury. Fuck the third fight. I want to see Undisputed. Honestly, dog, I want to see an Undisputed. I'm always riding for a fight that's going to be an Undisputed champion, dog. Because to me, being Undisputed champion is the greatest achievement in boxing. Besides going to the Hall of Fame after you retire. When you're an active fighter, dog, being the Undisputed champion for an active fighter is the greatest achievement, dog. So I want to see that any chance I get, right? Now,
That's right.
As a fighter, Deontay Wilder absolutely should be trying to go for that third fight, get his belt back. 100% he should be seeking to exact his rematch clause. Now, me as a fan of the sport, I want to see Undisputed, bro. I want to see Fury fight AJ next, man. We know we ain't going to get that because Kubrat Pulev probably not going to step aside. That nigga, well, I don't know. Kubrat Pulev did have a chance to fight fucking AJ a few years ago. And nigga, what did he say? He wasn't ready. Then he ended up having a torn bicep or a torn pectoral muscle or some shit like that.
Yeah,
and then
shadow injury.
Yeah. What I like to call the Terry Flanagan phantom injury, nigga.
Yeah.
That's what he had. He did the Terry Flanagan, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It was my right foot.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he pulled the Terry Flanagan, and then Carlos Takam jumped in and got knocked the fuck out by AJ, right? So I don't know. Maybe he might step aside. Listen, the IBF can't mandate nothing if the fighter don't want the goddamn fight. If Pulev says, hey, fuck it, I don't want the fight, then hey, shit, Anthony Joshua's wide open. I'm just saying. But I'm thinking he won't because he's been talking a lot of shit ever since he beat that nigga Huggy Fury. He been talking a whole lot of shit. I don't give a fuck who the winner out of Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua is. I want my opportunity for a belt. Now he's going to get it. So I think that fight's going to happen first. But I do want to see Undisputed. What do you think about this, Bo?
Here's the thing, and there's two things that Eddie ain't accounting for. It would have been three things, but Deontay Wilder's already said he's going to put in his rematch clause. Eddie's under the assumption that making a deal for the fight is going to be like that. Nigga, have you forgotten you and Frank Warren's past? Have you forgotten that? Yeah. Have you forgotten you and Frank Warren's past? Because you got to deal with Frank Warren. And Frank Warren's already, go to 3 Kings Boxing, we telling y'all this, Frank Warren is already laying down the groundwork of fucking, hey man, 70-30 split is being nice to these niggas.
Right.
Frank Warren is saying it. Right. Frank Warren is sitting back like Eddie, like, you remember when you was a little motherfucker coming up and I used to have to deal with your daddy and I used to have to tap your daddy ass. Now I just got to tap your ass too, right?
Exactly.
Bringing your punk ass up in here and shit, not paying homage to the OG because you got a daddy that's a big boss. You nigga, who do you think I am? Who you think I am? Right. So Kit Galahad and Josh Warranty went to the 5th hour before the motherfuckers made a deal that didn't take it there. Then there's another thing he's missing. Bob Arum. You think Bob Arum isn't thinking to himself, I can have a Kubrat Pulev versus Tyson Fury for Undisputed on ESPN? Oh, I could whip my dick out on TV and they would fucking love it. I could pull that old shriveled up, there it is. I could pull that old shriveled up.
Oh, hell nah, bro. Oh, shit.
They would love me, right? Bob Arum, if he's seen that. So you think Bob Arum ain't going to take the opportunity to have that in his hands? That's the reason why he went after Tyson Fury, the reason why he went after Kubrat Pulev. Remember, he didn't have Kubrat Pulev at first. But when he saw Kubrat Pulev was in that position, he went after him. When he saw Tyson Fury was in that position, he went after him. Bob is thinking. He's always 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. He has a foothold in the heavyweight division. He's not going to advise Pulev not to take that fight. Then the IBF. You're right about one thing, but remember, the IBF, even if Pulev take a step aside, they can still say, well, our belt needs to be defended. Kubrat Pulev took a step aside, so we're going to call number 2, and he's going to fight. Because this belt has to be defended. Because remember, they snatched it off of Tyson Fury, knowing he had that rematch clause. Right. But because Klitschko was taking too long, deciding if he wanted to do the rematch, they were like, hey, man, it's been a week we heard from Vladimir Klitschko. Give us our shit back. All right, motherfucker.
Charles Martin. And I always forget, what's the Glasgow or some shit? Charles Martin and Glasgow. Y'all niggas fight.
Yeah, y'all niggas fight. That's what they did. They was like, hey, it's been a week we heard from Klitschko. Give us our shit back. All right, that motherfucker. So
exactly.
There's too many things working against Eddie Hearn right now.
Yeah, I think Eddie Hearn he's out here basically trying to say, don't forget about us.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Hearn knows there's going to be there's a rematch clause, and he knows that Deontay Wilder is going to exact it, and he also knows that Tyson Fury can't do anything else but give Deontay Wilder the rematch, because if he does, he can end up getting sued like Hakeem Rahman was sued against by Lennox Lewis, right? So he could end up getting sued or at least be threatened with litigation, just like Eddie Hearn was threatening Andy Ruiz with litigation when a nigga was saying, nah, man, I want to fight in Mexico. Fuck what you say, right? Again, 3 Kings was telling y'all niggas, man, a lot of these motherfuckers that was all over Andy Ruiz because they hate AJ, them niggas was blinded by lust of the fat man. You know what I'm saying? They was out here lusting for the fat man so much that they were saying, nah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, Andrew Ruiz, nigga, that nigga got all the shit, B. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got all the shit. I said, bro, He has a fucking rematch clause bound against him. Are you really that stupid to believe that Eddie Hearn, on top of the fucking rematch clause, would not put a provision in the contract that states, we will name the venue even if you win? I was telling niggas this shit, bro. And motherfuckers, all in their feelings, all emotional, bruh. Beta males that they are. Nah, man, you on shit, Andrew Ruiz, man. Man, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Nigga, Andrew Ruiz got all the shit show. And as you saw, the fat nigga had to go to the motherfucking Saudi Arabia and fight a nigga in the desert.
Hell yeah. Yep.
You know
He gave that nigga a bag of Snickers and a couple extra $1 million, and that get on that motherfucking plane and take your ass.
Get your fat ass on the plane, nigga. All you can eat cupcakes on the whole way ride, whole ride there, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up.
I hired a couple bitches. You can have as much fellatio as you need in the air, nigga. I don't care.
Yeah.
Your ass over here, motherfucker.
Get your ass in the desert, bro. And I remember when, matter of fact, bro, I know I'm off topic, but this shit is just funny, bro. I remember when Andy Ruiz came up on fucking Instagram, and the nigga said when they announced the fight at the over in Dubai, the nigga said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the real news. This ain't the real news, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come out with the real news, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna really know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Ruiz, nigga, still here by myself, straight up and down, nigga, fat belly, nigga, 600 pounds, nigga, always getting pussy ever since I won the title. Before that, no pussy, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing. He was doing the Kevin Hart.
Did you say before that? No.
Am I lying, Bo? Nigga, no fake news. Nigga, this is real. This is real shit. No fake news, bro. He really said this. I'm just saying, bro. Right? So this motherfucker, he made this video. Bo, was it like a week later? A week later, bro, this nigga was like, yeah, you know, the fight's on and everything. I was like, oh, this perpetrating, capping ass nigga. Trying to be something you not, bro. That's what he was doing, bro. So, the same situation, unlike Andy Ruiz and all the capping, bro. Just talking about the litigation. Just that could happen to Tyson Fury if this nigga tried to be like, nah, man, I want to fight Dillian White or Anthony Joshua or somebody else. And Wilder saying, no, you have to honor my rematch clause, right? So Eddie Hearn knows this shit based on the whole Andy Ruiz saga. He knows this shit, bro. He's just trying to stay relevant with Anthony Joshua, basically saying, hey, remember us over here, right? If you beat Deontay Wilder and keep your belt, right? Just remember us over here. We can have an all-British, undisputed title fight, bro.
It's never happened before, and that's another thing, Eddie. And that's another thing Eddie's looking at. Listen, let me say something, because you know that's what Lennox Lewis had to do with Hussein Rodman. He had to take that nigga to court. He said, "Motherfucker, I told you, you are not fighting nobody else until you motherfucking fight me."
Right.
He said, and Vladimir Klitschko did the same thing to Tyson Fury. He had to take Tyson Fury to court. What that nigga? I don't care how much white girl you snorted, nigga. You gonna fight me? I want my rematch, nigga.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Eddie Hearn knows that, okay, I missed the money boat with Wilder and AJ. Both sides, I don't care who you like, both sides was trying to milk this. Okay? Then now both sides have taken losses. So they realize, okay, look here. We can't milk no more because each loss these niggas take, the dollars is doing this. Right.
Sure was, bro.
Right. So, but he can actually still make a great deal of money if he has it in the UK and it's him and Tyson Fury, and he knows that. So he's just planting the seed that, all right, now, like you said, don't forget us over here. And if it happens over here, it'll be the first thing that ever happened. It'll blow Wembley Stadium the fuck away. And he knows that will make him, like, he can look at the zone and be like, y'all happy? Y'all happy now with all the money I cost you? You happy? You happy now?
Right. Exactly.
Look at how much money this made the zone.
Exactly.
And he knows that, man.
Yep. At the end of the day, Eddie Hearn, you gotta wait your turn, bro. Just wait for the fucking the rematch, because it's gonna happen, or the trilogy anyway. It's gonna happen. Wait for that. Then play your card, bro. But right now, it's not gonna happen. And you know, Anthony Joshua is obligated with Kubrat Pulev. Yes, unifications do trump mandatories, but in this case, you got one fighter who's a champion that's bound by a contract right now, bro. Just like you had Andy Ruiz bound by a contract. So just wait your fucking turn, man. Don't be too overzealous too quickly.
Well, Anthony, there was a video on Instagram when Tyson Fury FaceTimed Anthony Joshua. And Joshua says, when me and you gonna fight? And Fury's, this was before the Wilder fight.
Right.
He said, when me and you gonna fight? And he said, you stay in shape, brother, it's gonna happen. And Joshua said, 2021, nigga.
Okay. It is what it is. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I think the fight's gonna happen because I believe Fury beats Wilder again. He will retain the title after the trilogy, and after that, listen. Let me say this: I believe Anthony Joshua beats Kubrat Pulev. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, nigga. I don't know where Anthony Joshua's mindset is at right now. We only had one fight since he had a massive mental breakdown, bro. Right? So I don't know if he beats Kubrat Pulev, but he should. Okay? So I'm going to go with the fact that he will, or the idea that he will, and I believe, just like you said, 2021, I think that fight happens, man. I really do. What about Dillian White, man? Why is Eddie Hearn shitting all over Dillian White? Bo, let him know. Let me tell y'all something, man. The WBC is not the only motherfucker shitting on Dillian White, man. There is a close frenemy to fucking Dillian White, bro. And I don't think he knows, bro. I don't think he knows. I think he is naive that Eddie Hearn could actually give him what he wants. What's going on, Bo? What's going on?
All right, man, check it, man. Listen. And some of y'all are going to be upset because you have reasons to be mad at Dillian White, right? He did turn down some mandatories. I think WBC ordered him to fight Luis Ortiz, but I felt he shouldn't have had to take that goddamn fight. I'm just being real with y'all. I felt he shouldn't have had to take that fight because the nigga had already fought in 1 or 2 fucking eliminators already, right? But nevertheless, he turned that down. Then he turned down the IBF. The IBF mandated him to fight Kubrat Pulev. Now, the reason why I felt he should have taken them fights, and I'll say he ducked both of them, was because he talked shit about both of their asses. Sure. He talked shit about Ortiz. He talked shit about Kubrat Pulev, all right? So he talked shit about both of them dudes, so he should have took the fight. But they were title eliminator fights. He don't take them. You're ranked number 1 in the WBO. Well, Tyson Fury comes back. Oh, okay, you got bumped down. Usyk come back. Oh, and then nigga, my motherfucker, you bumped down again.
Right, exactly.
Bumped down again. You took the Joseph Parker fight, and like I was telling people, we had 2 refugees that tried to argue with me about some shit. But like I tried to tell them 2 fucking refugees, this does not get him close to a title fight. Now, he's up there blaming Deontay. Wilder won't fight. What? Dude, you was in the position with the IBF and the WBO. Well, who hold those 2 belts? Anthony Joshua. I remember when Anthony Joshua was at one of your fights, Joshua climbed up on the ropes, and you was like, what's going to happen? We going to fight or what? And Joshua told you, yo, man, there's some other things going on, but if those things don't happen, then you're next. So Joshua pretty much was telling you, dog, you just not it. Eddie Hearn tweets, no need for a trilogy, AJ versus Fury in the summer. Then here come Dillian White. How about you do the right thing? On Eddie Hearn's tweet, 3KingsBoxing.com, by the way. How about you do the right thing and have him fight the mandatory? Eddie Hearn's like, yeah, fuck that comment. To the people of Great Britain, I promise you, he did a video. To the people of Great Britain, I promise you, we will see AJ versus Tyson Fury. AJ versus Tyson. Dillian White is still out there talking about something. Well, I think, I should be a part of this mix. Here, nigga, somebody get a nigga something to drink. Like Eddie Hearn is like, somebody get this nigga something to drink because my zipper stuck. But
oh no, bro. Damn, man. Oh.
Eddie Hearn's dog been stiff dicking this dude for a minute. Remember, he offered him the Joshua fight. Dylan said the money was shit, right? Threatened to leave Eddie. Didn't leave, went back. And Eddie acting like, yeah, motherfucker. You had to fight Oscar Rivas. All right, I beat Oscar Rivas. All right, now you got to fight Mark Warts. Why you get this you gonna fight Mark? Why you get this UCAS shit figured out, nigga? You gonna fight Mark Warts? What the fuck up? I mean, that's how he doing him. 2K, wait a minute, am I lying? Like Dylan has twice tried to throw himself into the mix, and Eddie's like, "Get out of here! Come on, out that motherfucking door! Goddamn,
Bro, nigga, I'm literally in fucking tears, bro, because this shit is funny as fuck, man. You know
any dude, black man that's sitting there while your boss's father is admitting to being a slave trader, and you laugh, is something fucking wrong with you.
Exactly. This motherfucker had an analogy to the plantation, my nigga, and say, yeah, you know, we usually get these big bucks. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? He called him. We got these bucks out here. And this motherfucker just smiled, my nigga. He looked a little uncomfortable, but he smiled and continued to be with the same company. Nigga, let the owner of my secondary job, because 3 Kings is my primary, let the owner of my secondary job come tell me, yeah, he's that big buck over there, you sitting over there? Yeah, he's a leader of 2 projects. Nice buck over there. I'm getting the fuck out of there immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he actually really wouldn't be lying. You are a big buck, nigga.
That motherfucker can't say it though.
I see how you walk, nigga.
That motherfucker can't say it though. Shit.
That's true. That's true. Bro, you hit the nail on the head, bro. Shit, you're fucking right. Let me tell you something, bro. I gotta look at it, man. After he lost to Anthony Joshua, the nigga fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fights. After losing to Anthony Joshua, right? This nigga fought 1 former champion, nigga. I'm sorry, 2 former champions, and Lucas Brown and Joseph Parker, right? Mm-hmm. He fought a dangerous contender, and I'll answer your question in a little bit, Chris M, about the guy I'm getting ready to mention. He fought a dangerous contender in Oscar Rivas, right? The motherfucker fought Derek Chisora, who's always dangerous for anybody he fights, twice. Almost died in the first fight, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Hearn was still like, fight Derek Chisora. I fought him, coach. Man, I did my best. I won the fight. All right, nigga, go fight Robert Helenius. He's a top contender at this point in time. He was, right? Yeah, Robert Helenius only had 1 loss at that time. I beat Robert Helenius, coach. What else you want me to do, boss? Get in there with Lucas Brown, motherfucker. This motherfucker gotta lose to somebody. Get in there with Lucas Brown, nigga. That's what it seemed like he was doing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Yo, Lucas Brown didn't. I think Lucas Brown got caught with either nandrolone or clenbuterol, or both. Because remember, he tested positive for 2 drugs within 6 months in 2018 or 2016. It was 2016. So he tested positive for 2 drugs within a matter of 6 months. It might have been nandrolone and clenbuterol. It might have been both, right? So he came into the ring with a fat ass beer belly, like he had just drank a 6-pack right before he walked to the ring, right? And so Dillian White capitalized on the fat and knocked him out, right? So he said, coach, I got him out of there early, man. You got him out of there early. I'm ready for the big fights. Eddie Hearn was like, motherfucker. Shit. Who should I put this nigga in the ring with? Who should I put him in the ring with? Hey, put him in there with Derek Chisora again. That was a close fight. You're right. Derek Chisora it is. Dylan, get out there with Derek Chisora again. Rematch. He's gonna beat this nigga this time. You know what I'm saying? There was like, look, Eddie Hearn was like, he probably should have lost the first fight, right? It could have went either way. A lot of niggas was saying Derek Chisora won that fight. A lot of motherfuckers saying Dillian White won it. A lot of motherfuckers saying it should have been a draw. I know Eddie Hearn was like, he's gonna beat him. Derek Chisora's got it. I promise you. And he goes in there and knocks him the fuck out. So now Eddie Hearn ain't had no choice. Joshua gets in the ring. Dillian White's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. Most of y'all do, Dirt and Boxing. Sorry. If you can't take the joke, get out the kitchen, man. But listen. Listen. But here's the deal. He gets in the fucking ring with him, right? Dillian White's like, yeah, I want that motherfucking rematch. They're like, yeah, bet, cool, we gonna get it done. He gives that motherfucker the opportunity for a rematch, but then he lowballs him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Durden, I live in Texas, bro. Nothing you can say that can fuck with me. You call me a nigga all you want, all of that. Won't fuck with me. Guarantee you won't do it in person. I'll smack the shit out you, dog. Anyway. So, he lowballs him. It says, here. Take this dough. Dillian White was like, bro, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did.
Right. So, at the end of the day, bro, you're absolutely 100% hit the nail on the fucking head, bro. For some reason, man, that motherfucker is shitting all over Dillian White, man. man, you know he reminds me of? Let me tell you something. You got your main girl, right? And then you got side bitches. Right? Anthony Joshua is Eddie Hearn's main girl, right? And then Dillian White is the side bitch, right? She's always trying to be the main girl, and you always got to push her back to the side. Stay in your place, baby. You could never take over what I got over here. That's the situation with Dillian White and Eddie Hearn, man.
Nope.
You might get a little side bitch, a little attention every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like she's, you know what I'm saying? like she's the like she, you know, no, not like she's the main girl for a little bit. You know, like baby girl My Brazil did the Dirt and Boxing. You might give her 300 seconds of attention. You know what I'm saying? But after that, you got to go back to your place while I go back over here. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing to Dillian White. This shit is asinine, my nigga. Dillian White needs to leave Matchroom Boxing, bruh. Go to Frank Warren. That nigga get you a fight with Tyson Fury. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Go to PBC, get you a fight with... Bo made an excellent point. If Dillian White would have left Matchroom Boxing when he was talking to PBC, he probably would have already fought Deontay Wilder. There wouldn't have been a Luis Ortiz rematch. It probably would have been Dillian White. Made an excellent point. So
yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Dog, listen, at the end of the day, again, this is self-inflicting. Dillian White is sitting back looking at everybody making money but him.
Right. Exactly.
Like, sitting back, he looking at it like, because I heard him say, Wilder's a hillbilly. He could have got made $4 million fighting me. Nigga, do you know how much money Deontay has made since that day?
Exactly.
Nigga just had a $25 million guarantee for Tyson Fury. He had a $20 million, although I think it was 10. But he had a $20 million guarantee with Luis Ortiz. He got $10 million for Dominic Breazeale. You really think Wilder's sitting up thinking about your little peddly ass $4 million? And wait a minute, here's a fact. You still haven't seen anything close to that. You've been out here grinding.
Yep.
Ain't seen nothing close to like nigga, you out here making Tevin Farmer dollars. You still making Tevin Farmer. Yep. You still making Tevin Farmer money. So I'm just saying, man, Dillian White was in a perfect position. WBC, IBF, WBO. And I understand why Eddie was doing what he was doing. Because Eddie thing is, listen, I want you to stay over there putting pressure on Deontay because you ain't getting, I got plans for this motherfucker over here. Nigga, it don't involve you because he could have been gave Dillian White a motherfucking chance. Ben gave him, dog. Hell, he could have been like, fuck it. Fuck it. Jarrell Miller's out. Dylan White, you're in. Nope, he said, no. Andy Ruiz.
He could have, bro.
Because Dylan White in that position.
So here's the deal. Dylan White was saying at first that he didn't want the fight, but then he came back and said, yes, I'll take the fight. But apparently, Eddie Hearn said that he made him an offer that he still didn't want. That's what they say. But I believe you. I think he was like, nah, bro, sit back, nigga. I think he was like, we gonna get you, Deontay Wilder, promising them shit that ain't gonna happen. We gonna get you Deontay Wilder, bro. You said, just be patient. Here you go, Durden. Just be patient. We're gonna get you Deontay Wilder, okay? Hey, y'all, a lot of them pissed what they. What's that joke, my nigga? They got the goddamn jeans all the way down to their ankles.
When niggas piss at the toilet,
they piss at the motherfucking urinal. Jeans all the way down to the ankles.
Put the whole hip in.
I've never seen anybody else do that. I'm just saying. I don't care, man. These are jokes. Y'all can say what y'all want about blacks, Mexicans. I don't give a fuck as long as you ain't disrespectful. But I've never seen any other race do that but white folks. I work in corporate America. I go to the bathroom. That's who I see doing that. Pants all the way down to the ankles. Motherfucking extended like this and shit, nigga. There's the only motherfuckers I seen doing that. I'm not saying all of them do it. I'm just saying those are the only ones I seen doing that. Bruh, when I leave a stall and a motherfucker done pissed all over the toilet, most of the time it's from behind a white dude, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Not all of them do it. I'm just saying. That's what I've seen. Those are my experiences. Bro, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, bro, I promise, bro, I'm not bullshit, man. Look, man, I tell the truth, man. These are my experiences, but I tell the God-given truth, man. I have no reason to fuck with anybody, man. This is the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. This shit niggas do. I clown black folks too, bro. I no problem doing that. But at the end of the day, nigga, we talking about Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? And if you've ever seen Eddie Hearn, if you've ever seen Eddie Hearn in person, he looks just like that. Just like that, bro. Yeah. That dude is stiff as fuck, man. Yes. About 6'5". He's about 6'5", 175 pounds. No joke. You know what I'm saying? Real tall, real skinny dude, and he's stiff. It's like the nigga has a board connected to his back, nigga, and it runs from his neck all the way down the vertebrae, down his spine to the top of his ass, nigga. That's what it looked like. And the board is holding him upright. That's how he moves. So it only prompts me to have jokes, nigga, when I talk about them. It's what I do. Niggas be getting mad, bro. This shit is hilarious, man. Niggas be getting mad, bro. But anyway, at the end of the day, Dylan White need to get up out of there, man. He got to get up out of there, bro. One more, man, before we get up, or one more before we get to y'all's questions, and then we're going to get up out of here. So, Terrence Crawford, man.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the article we wrote? I think I wrote it. I might have wrote it. I don't remember who wrote it. But, the whole situation with, not really Corey, because some of them British don't like Eddie Hearn. A lot of them British don't like Eddie Hearn, man. They don't like him. But check this out. When Danny Garcia defeated, who the fuck did he beat last? I can't even remember. Ivan Redcash. He beat Ivan Redcash. In the post-fight interview, he called out Keith Thurman, right? Manny Pacquiao, and Errol Spence, right? But the problem was, and the reason why I jumped on this article, was because he's ranked number 1 by the WBO, right? The WBO has him ranked number 1. And he didn't even mention Terrence Crawford's name. So I jumped on the article. Hey, Danny Garcia basically ignores his number 1 ranking and Terrence Crawford, right? Terrence Crawford has come out recently and been like, yo, dog, I'll fight Danny Garcia if he want it. He can get it. Terrence Crawford is throwing it out there. Now, Danny, your number has been called. Is it time for him to take that match, bro?
It's been time for him to take that match. He should have been looking to take that match when the motherfucker was when he realized he was ranked number 1. All right. Here's the question: is would his pops let him take? Because Danny is gonna defer. He's gonna dad.
Right.
Danny's gonna defer to his father. That's what he does. If his father says, "Yeah, man, let's take Terrence Crawford," he'll take him. Right? If his dad said, "No, man, we going another way," he's gonna go another way. That's what he's gonna do. Right? Now, my only problem with that, and I understand Crawford saying it is, I wish Crawford would have did this when Sean Porter was out there trying to get some of that work. But I understand why that's your friend. And I get it. I don't like it because I've seen guys fight before, but at least I can respect that. You know, that's something I can respect. But Danny Garcia, when he realized he was number 1, well, Earl Spence had the car accident, you realized you weren't going to get the Earl Spence rematch fight.
Right.
He should have been looking at that fight. That should have been something Danny Garcia should have been looking at. But now that his number has been called, I expect him to respond. Even if they say, we're not taking that fight because we got a WBC fight, we got a title fight with Earl Spence, which they do. They are lined up to fight Earl Spence, right? So I expect him to respond. No response, I'm dogging. I'm fucking dogging. Yeah. I'm dogging. Yeah. Even if he comes out and say, well, we can't take that. Well, we will have no problem fighting Terrence Crawford, but we already have something locked in with Earl Spence. Fine. But if you say nothing, my nigga, I'm dogging.
Yeah. I agree 100%. Well, be prepared for him not to say anything, Bo. because remember, this is the same fucking dude whose father said, why would we want to fight a Keith Thurman when we can fight Rod Selka and still get $1 million? Something to that effect, right? Mm-hmm. Not verbatim, but something to that effect, right? He ended up fighting Keith Thurman and showed us why they didn't want to fight Keith Thurman to begin with. Took a L. He did fight Sean Porter. Showed us why he wanted to fight a Rod Selka type of guy. Took another L. You know what I'm saying? And he went right back to fighting Rod Selkas and, Brandon Rios, who had been shot, and Ivan Red Cash, and Adrian Granados, those type of guys. So, don't expect him.
Wait a minute, Adrian Granados is a solid.
All right, I understand, Bo. He's probably the greatest fighter to come out of Chicago. I agree.
That would be trail Montel Griffin.
No, Montel Griffin might not be better than Adrian Granados, nigga. You know what Montel Griffin holds over our head? A fucking win against James Toney. That's what that nigga holds over our fucking head, bro. If we ever try to say Montel Griffin is whack, the nigga could come back and say, well, I beat James Toney in his prime. And all we could do is be like, damn.
Hey, beat Roy Jones.
No, he can't say that. Everybody knows what happened there. He beat James Toney. And we're just going to be like, well, nigga did beat James Toney. Right? But look, he fought all them motherfuckers. The only reason why he's calling out, or the only reason why he was going to take an Errol Spence fight was supposed to be on January 25th, but he ended up fighting Ivan Redkosh because of Errol Spence's car wreck. The reason why he was going to take that fight is because of the bag. They're all about the money, dog. Manny Pacquiao, another bag. Keith Thurman rematch, the first fight did very well. So that's another bag. Terrence Crawford, he doesn't think he's going to make as much money fighting Terrence Crawford as he would fighting those other 3 guys. That's why I didn't mention him. So don't expect him, with the mindset of him and his father being all about money, don't expect them niggas to go look at Terrence Crawford just because Terrence Crawford is calling. And I'm going to tell you something. Don't expect the people who only support PBC to basically hold him accountable of not taking the challenge. Just like they're not holding Deontay Wilder accountable for his fucking excuses. They're going to do the same thing in this scenario, dog. Now, the niggas that are straight down the middle neutral, boxing fans, not fans of any entity within the sport, but fans of the sport, yes, we're going to hold them accountable. But unfortunately, there's not enough of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to say much, right? It's not going to do anything. It's not going to make any real fucking change, right? So understand, he's not going to fight Terrence. That's not going to happen, bro. So whatever jokes you got on standby, nigga, get ready to get him out. Get ready to get him out. Not fighting Terrence Crawford. If he does, and I hope I'm wrong, by the way. I'm not trying to be right when I say this. I'm trying to be 100% wrong because I want to see that fight, right? So hopefully I'm fucking wrong and he fights Terrence Crawford. But he ain't gonna fight. It ain't gonna happen. So get ready to get your jokes out, bro. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Let me go to the chat real quick. My Brazil, she said, I have seen 26 of Deontay Wilder live, but I'm pissed at his excuses. I'm embarrassed. And let me tell y'all something, man, about My Brazil. Yeah. My Brazil has been fucking with this channel probably since we started it. You know what I'm saying? When it was called The Gods of Boxing Talk, she's been on here. And she's always been on my ass about Deontay Wilder. If I said anything about Deontay Wilder, My Brazil was one of the first to jump in the comments section and say something about me not liking Deontay Wilder, right? She is a huge Wilder supporter. But even she is able to understand that this nigga needs to be held accountable for his excuses.
Yeah.
Well done. That's all I can say. Well done. Respect. That's all it is, man. Respect. Jordan Ciappini said, I can see Wilder showing up in a costume and waiting hours in it. Well, he didn't do that in this fight. He didn't do that in this fight. You know what I'm saying? He went to the dressing room. He didn't have the costume on at all. He didn't put the costume on probably until right before he was supposed to do his ring walk. Right? Yeah. That's what I would expect. Because when they kept going back to Wilder's dressing room, he wasn't dressed yet. Remember, he was chilling with the hand wraps on. He didn't have a costume on or nothing. He probably didn't put the motherfucker on until right before his ring walk. Right? So that amount of time was enough to weaken your legs all the way down to the point where you couldn't move and you was a sitting target getting battered all over the place. I disagree. You know what I'm saying? I disagree, man. I disagree. Let me go to the next one, man. Let's see what we got. What we got? Virtuoso says Steve Albert, who's Marv Albert's brother, was a really good announcer as well. Steve Albert. Yeah. I forgot about Steve Albert. I like Marv Albert too. But I don't like Marv Albert in boxing. I think he did like a couple boxing broadcasts.
I was out there burning bitches with cigarettes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That motherfucker. Marv.
That nigga was out there putting his cigarette out on bitches' asses and shit.
This nigga Marv Albert, dog, is something else, bro. How the fuck did that escape the media, bro? Well, we know how. I'm just saying, bro.
There was no social media like that back then, but yeah, that shit came out. Then they took him off TV for like about a year and a half. They brought him right back.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Let me see what else we got. I know Mike Wilson said a couple of good things in here, man. Let me see if I could pull him. He said, hell, it wouldn't be a bad move for Wilder to put some work in at the Mayweather gym. I agree 1,000%.
1,000%.
And how they do them sparring sessions and shit. Oh, yeah, man. Wilder definitely would learn something out of the Mayweather gym, even at 34, 35 years old. Most definitely would learn something out the Mayweather gym, man. And he's already strong-willed, right? Most definitely, bro.
Well, the thing is, he needs to go someplace where cats, like at his gym in Tuscaloosa, it's your gym, so cats are more in awe of you. You need to go, niggas is like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm here to beat your ass. I'm hungry, nigga.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like you said, the Mayweather gym, Crunk gym, like you said, Philly. You got to go. Remember Apollo Creed did that with Rocky. He said, hey, man, take a look around. Take a look around. Yeah. He said, take a look around.
Exactly. Amina K, she said, Deontay Wilder, he's been exposed. Get as much money as you can while you can and do something else. Do you agree with that, Bo?
No, Deontay Wilder been exposed. He's been exposed. Spilka, Molina, Duhopis. Who am I missing one?
Gerald Washington.
They've been exposed, Deontay Wilder. Wilder's been exposed.
Eric Molina and Arthur Spilka were probably the two best at doing the exposition if you will, right? Eric Molina, this is a guy that got knocked out in the first round by Chris Arreola not too long before he fought Deontay Wilder, right? And the nigga was killing Deontay Wilder on the inside with uppercuts. I mean, it was uppercut after uppercut after uppercut. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't he moving, right? Then Arthur Spilka did very well with his move. Arthur Spilka looked like the more athletic fighter than Deontay Wilder in that fight, man. That was embarrassing. This is the same Arthur Spilka, and I'll mention his name again. Y'all go to motherfucking boxing, BoxRec, right? And go get your goddamn knowledge up. Arthur Spilka is the same motherfucker that had struggle matches with a sorry bum journeyman by the name of Mike Malo. Say his name right. Mike Malo? You know what I'm saying, Bo? He was. I think the nigga was undefeated, bro. This nigga was struggling to keep that O against Mike.
That nigga went life or death. He went life or death.
Life and death with Mike Malo, bro. Yo, got his ass beat by Bryant Jennings and shit, bro. Stop, man. Stop it. They get knocked out by Bryant Jennings. I don't remember, man. I think Mike got.
I don't remember, but I know he lost to Bryant Jennings.
Bryant Jennings ain't no knockout puncher either, bro.
No, he not. This vegan motherfucker. He ain't got no power.
I mean, and so Wilder allowed that motherfucker to beat a guy that was the more athletic fighter until he landed that counter right hand, which was beautiful, by the way.
Yes,
beautiful fucking counter right hand, dog. Beautiful counter right hand and put Spilka to sleep. But in my opinion, I had to fight a draw at the time of the stoppage, man. This is Spilka. So he's been exposed, most definitely, 1,000%. My man Cheetah had 3 Kings Boxing. He said, I've been wondering how they even going to sell the third fight. That's a good point, man. What do you think about that, Bo? Can they sell the third fight kind of like they did the first and the second?
Oh, yes, they can. You can sell the trilogy because how you frame it is Tyson Fury did beat him. So you would frame it as you could talk about the mental state of Deontay Wilder. Is he ready? Can he come back? So there's so many ways you can sell this. You can sell it as can Tyson Fury repeat what he did, you know. So there's always ways you can sell it. But the biggest selling point for me is you can sell it as can Tyson Fury repeat this program, or you can sell it as has Deontay Wilder mentally recovered enough.
That's a good point. I'm not really too concerned about them selling a third fight. And the reason why I'm not concerned is because it really doesn't matter. They got to have it. You know what I'm saying? It's contract bound. Whether or not the fans want the fight, it really doesn't fucking matter at this point. This is part of the contract, dog. So there really is no situation where they have to convince the fans that the fight is warranted. No. In my opinion, the third fight probably should just be on regular ESPN, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go to your local channel 25, nigga. Back in the day, it used to be channel 24 out here in Texas, nigga. Channel 24, nigga. Regular ESPN, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3, right? The fucking venue should be out there where that nigga Caleb Truax be fighting in Minnesota.
That shit wasn't even televised, dog. That wasn't even they didn't even tell you what channel you can watch that motherfucker on, dog. That's fucked up.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's fucked up, man. You wrong for that. You wrong, man. You wrong for it.
The goddamn fight should be at
the nigga a former world champion, man. Don't do it like that.
Look, man. The third fight should be at the Dunkin' Donuts Center out there in fucking Rhode Island, nigga, where that nigga Demetrius Andre be at, dog. He in these streets. We in these Rhode Island streets.
Rhode Island, nigga? Really? Really? Nigga, I can't even find that motherfucker on a map.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Dunkin' Donuts got a goddamn arena. Nobody go to Dunkin' Donuts no more, nigga. It's all about Shipley's Donuts, Krispy Kreme, nigga. And they got local spots that be getting more money than Dunkin', nigga. The only Dunkin' that be getting money is Tim Duncan, motherfucker. Dunkin' done lost his donuts a long ass time ago. How the fuck they get an arena? How the fuck that nigga get an arena, bro? I'm just saying, Bo.
That's why they brought Baskin Robbins in with him, right?
Yeah, exactly. They need to change that shit, bro. Krispy Kreme Arena. Change it.
You know what?
Oh, shit, bro.
Starbucks, they fucked them all. Starbucks, they fucked them all.
Oh, man, dog. You know it. Hey, man.
I ain't had a Dunkin' Donut. Damn.
Bro, nigga, I haven't been to Dunkin' Donuts since I was like 5, 6. I might give it 8. I'll give it 8. I was a little nigga.
I haven't gone out. They
2K.
I'm at my job, but I haven't gone to Dunkin' Donuts about 7, 8 fucking years, man. Damn.
I was little 2K, bro. That was the last time I had a Dunkin' Donut, bro. Little 2K. You know what I'm saying? And that was because I was hanging out with one of my rich friends, bro. I damn for sure didn't get that shit from moms, nigga. Or pops. They wasn't buying that shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But, nah, man, look, that's how you know business is slow out there in Providence, Rhode Island, wherever the fuck that nigga from. I think there's only one spot, Providence, and motherfucking, what's it called? Pawtucket. Only reason why I know Pawtucket is because of Family Guy, nigga. Family Guy ain't never come out. I wouldn't even know Pawtucket, Rhode Island existed. You know what I'm saying? They got no business out there in Rhode Island, nigga. That's how Dunkin' Donuts got a fucking center. Don't make no sense, bro. I need to go out there and get my name out there. 2K Arena.
Oh, man. King's Boxing Gymnasium.
You know what I'm saying? Chris M said, Wilder versus Oscar Rivas. Who y'all got? Hey, Bo, answer that one, dog. Deontay Wilder versus Oscar Rivas. Who y'all got?
That's a good fight. I still, right now?
Yep.
Shit. That's a good fight. I would still edge Deontay Wilder because of the power. I would barely edge him too. It's not like I would edge him huge. Like 49-51.
Let me say this, bro. I've always said that Oscar Rivas will be a major problem for Deontay Wilder, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because Oscar Rivas is not a guy that's going to stand there. Dillian White is actually a better boxer than Deontay Wilder is.
Yes, he is.
He's a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Uses the jab better. He moves on his feet better. Deontay Wilder does have better athleticism, but he doesn't use it. He doesn't use it. You know what I'm saying? So, I've always said that Oscar Rivas basically gives him trouble. Now, after the Deontay Wilder fight, like you say, I got to go back and check his mental state. You know what I'm saying? If his mental state is on point, then I think he beats Oscar Rivas. If it's not, Oscar Rivas takes him. So it's really a situation where we're looking at what Deontay Wilder is going to do when he comes back. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Anyway, man, let's go to the next one, dog. My man Chris M said again, Hearn sunning White like Gary Russell Jr. Exactly, that's what he doing, bro. The nigga sunning the shit out of Dillian White, man. You know what I'm saying? He's sunning the shit out of him, dog. Real talk.
Dylan, listen. There's a lot of money on it. Hold on. Look, Dylan. Look at Dylan. Look at me, Dylan. Look at me, Dylan.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Hey, now you gotta do it, nigga. Look at me, Dylan.
Exactly.
There's a lot of money on it, all right? That's what I need you to do. All right, go home. You know, fuck a couple bitches, and just relax. Checks gonna keep coming, all right?
Hell yeah. Hey, what's that nigga name? Hey, Ro bitch. Hey, bruh, we want Wilder to get his rematch. What's your point?
What'd he say?
He said, Wilder getting his rematch. Nigga, bomb squad, nigga.
We said that already.
We said that, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
If you paid attention when we went live.
He didn't pay attention, nigga. A fake-ass black revolutionary, nigga. He didn't pay attention.
No, they right. Because this is why when motherfuckers come in and they don't know what this channel's about. We call everything down the middle. I said it after the fight. I said Deontay Wilder deserves the right as a champion to fight to get his belt back.
We both said that shit on the last show, bro.
Sure did. He deserves that right. So he has a rematch clause. If he invoke it, he deserves the right to get it back, man.
I thought the nigga said he was leaving, bro. Nigga, first comment he made, he said, "Oh man, I'm out of here. Fuck these niggas." You know what I'm saying? Got nigga, Wilder, come put your dick in my mouth. I need that. Niggas pissing me off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, folks like that, I mean, they words. That's
Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, these niggas hilarious, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't stand these niggas, bro. I can't, man.
How are we haters, dog? He said, y'all haters. Shut the fuck. How are we haters? How are we haters? So hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Deontay himself comes up and give a whack-ass excuse. And we supposed to be like, what? So basically, you the type of dude that if you walked in and you caught your bitch being fucked by another dude, and she said, oh, it was an accident, baby, he slipped in the pussy. You gonna be like, you slipped in the pussy?
Okay, I mean, hey, you know.
It happened.
It happens. Bro, that's why I've been saying I'll smack these niggas, bro. Because they like hoes to me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. It's like how a pimp treats his bitches, bro. Nigga, bro, I'm ahead of you niggas physically and intellectually, bro.
Wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why. Hold on, Bo. I'm being real. I'm ahead of these niggas. When a pimp is ahead of his hoes physically and intellectually, dog. Right? If a hoe speaks out the side of her mouth, what does the pimp do? He regulates that bitch by smacking the shit out of her, right? He's intellectually ahead of her. Why? Because he has her out here selling her pussy and giving him all the proceeds, nigga. So he's over her intellectually as well. That's how I see these niggas, bruh. Nigga, I'm your pimp. You are one of my hoes, nigga. That's why you're back on the show. So if I see you, nigga, I won't even ball my fist, my nigga. 5 hands, nigga, right across your motherfucking cheekbone, dog. I won't even ball my fist, nigga. I'll slap the shit out of you and stand there and watch you hold your face like this, nigga. I can't believe he just did this. That's what the fuck would happen, dog. Fuck out of here, man. That's why I've been saying I'll slap these niggas, bro. I ain't saying I hit them. I said I slap them. That's how you treat your hoes, man. Just slap the shit out of them. You might have to slap them a couple times, man.
But it's funny how you say the word pimp. Dog, you put emphasis on the imp.
They need to know. They need to know. Motherfucker said, I'm leaving, and came right back. That's what a hoe does to her pimp.
Yeah.
I'm leaving you, 2K, and does a fucking circle and comes right back. But I love him.
You know, the pimp don't even say nothing. He be like, okay, all right, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he come out, he came back, huh? I knew you'd be back.
I knew you'd be back. I knew your ass be back. Wow, a pimp sound like that. I knew you'd be back, girl.
You're right, that's how they sound.
Oh, these niggas kill me, dog. My man Darnell Kirkland said Eddie did Luis Ortiz the same way. Sure did. And Bo was talking about that earlier today. Sure did. Luis Ortiz was treated just like Dillian White, dog. Motherfucker, we thought Luis Ortiz was primed to fight Anthony Joshua when he signed with Matchroom. Instead of niggas fighting David Allen and shit.
We got.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
And Malik, he fought one of them back to, like, we fought one dude 1 month, the next one the next month.
Exactly, bro. Oh, man. Who got the last comment, man? Oh, my Brazil said 2K Dunkin' Donuts is right there at Legacy Plano. Shit, hey, my Brazil, there's one down the street over here in Frisco. Right down the street. I'll never go to that motherfucker. I pass right by it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I don't even see that hoe, dog. I be passing right by that. Is that Dunkin' Donuts? I must be seeing things. Pass right by it. I'll never go there, man. So it is what it is, man. Let me get one more comment in before we get up out of here, man. Chris M said I had Wilder beating Spilka 78-74. But yeah, it could be a draw. A couple of them rounds was close, but Wilder won at least 4 of them. Middle rounds in a row, and then the 8th was close as well. I mean, yeah. Look, I don't mind people saying Wilder was winning. But the problem for me was that a guy like Artur Spilka, if you don't knock him out early, you have to completely outclass this guy. I didn't see a complete outclassing. I saw him struggling in certain rounds. I saw Spilka getting the upper hand in certain rounds. That shouldn't happen against a guy like Artur Spilka, man. Artur Spilka has never done well against any top-level fighter in his career. He's never done well against any top-level fighter, man. So Deontay Wilder should have bulldozed this motherfucker just like Derek Chisora just did when they fought last year. Derek Chisora bulldozed this motherfucker. This motherfucker was dead on the ropes. He didn't even hit the ground yet. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even hit the fucking ground yet, bro. This nigga on the ropes like this, bro. And was still getting hit. I was like Apollo Creed's trainer. Stop the fight. Stop it. That motherfucker getting bulldozed up against the ropes. Goddamn referee allowing that shit to happen, man. That shit was embarrassing, man.
Go in the goddamn time.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. Oh man, somebody said something up here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. Damn, hold on. Let me find it real quick. I want to end the show with this shit. I know where it's at. I know who said it. Let me find it real quick, man. I'm gonna put this dude out there real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Go ahead and get that last comment down there, bro.
2K, who you got with Wilder versus Ortiz if Ortiz is not 50 years old?
We got with Wilder Ortiz. Who you got that, bro? Answer that one, bro. I'll answer in a minute.
He said, 2K, who you got with Wilder versus Ortiz if Ortiz is not 50 years old? Well, here's the thing was, Ortiz should have won that first fight. The problem was, when he got Deontay Wilder hurt, he saw himself as being a champion versus, saying to himself what he needed to do to get him out of there. And that's the reason why he didn't win that. And that's the reason why. So, in the fucking rematch, so at this point, you really can't even talk, Lou. Like, Luis Ortiz got to fight somebody of note before we even start talking about that dude, man.
Well, I think he's talking about if those two fights, like the first and the second fight happened, or Luis Ortiz wasn't 76 years old. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. A younger Luis Ortiz probably would have made the same mistake he did in the first fight. Got overzealous, tired himself out, and ended up getting knocked out. I can't say for sure if he would have never done that. You know
I mean, shit, you're not wiser when you're younger than when you are older. Shit.
Exactly. That don't make you wiser. You might be in a little better shape, but that don't make you wiser. Exactly. So it wasn't necessarily that he did tire out. It wasn't necessarily that he tired out. It was because he had the wrong game plan after he had Wilder hurt. And that's a mental thing. So it is what it is. All right, man, we're going to end it with this last comment. My man Brandon Maurice popped in. He said, looks like I've stumbled upon an unbiased boxing channel. And that's what it is, man. The boxing channel is unbiased. 3KingsBoxing.com is unbiased. And as I mentioned it, make sure you hit the website. Check us out, 3KingsBoxing.com, for the latest and greatest in boxing news and information, as well as interviews. Follow us on Instagram at 3KingsBoxing, Twitter at 3KingsBoxing, Facebook.com/3KingsBoxing. Don't forget about this podcast every Monday and Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Pacific. Again, I apologize for the phones. I don't know what the fuck that was, man. But I'm about to call Skype. I'm about to get on them niggas, bro. It's about to be some real shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to call these motherfuckers and be like, hey, you hoe-ass niggas, why the fuck y'all niggas ain't letting my callers call in? Hey, actually, I might not do all that. But I'm just saying. I'm going to have to holler at them, dog. I don't know what the hell was wrong with the phones. I'm going to try to get that shit fixed by Thursday. So make sure y'all tune in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Brazil. The whole show, she was on here telling everybody, click that like button. I appreciate that, my Brazil. Make sure y'all click the like button. You ain't gonna get entertainment anywhere else. We're gonna give you real boxing talk, right? We're gonna give you real facts, right? We're gonna give you opinions backed by true facts. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna talk about slapping niggas live on the show. You ain't gonna get that nowhere. And it ain't just talk, it's real. I really will slap a nigga, man. Y'all, this is real. This is the realest show y'all gonna see, man, on YouTube. So make sure y'all come back. Until Thursday, y'all know what it is, man. We out this bitch.